All right. We should be live. We should be good to go. Today is Monday. Another day of politics. Go. Perfect. There we go. All right. Chat open. Live stream open. Let me get Rumble and Kick set up. And while I'm doing that, we have obviously the Nick Shirley video that I was talking about yesterday. If you were in that live stream or saw the video, a massive protest once again. Donald Trump, Nick Shirley walking around interviewing people. Fantastic content and commentary from Nick Shirley. As always, go over, subscribe to Nick Shirley, hit the like button, do what must be done in terms of liking and enjoying his content. All right, moving onwards, though, while I set everything else up.
Girls, we're here in Washington, D.C. at the Resist the Regime protest. I'm not sure exactly what they're protesting for. Right now, Trump, obviously, he released the Epstein files. That's a big thing they're protesting for just a few weeks ago. And
it was a massive thing.
Saying they need to resist the regime. And everybody watching this right now, I need you guys to fill out the link in the description or in the pinned comment. I need your email. This week, YouTube has this video. Also, contact maybe 5 minutes. Regime protest here at the Lincoln Memorial. There's actually probably about 1,000 people out here. Let's go see what happens, everybody. I'm super interested to see what people are protesting today for, because a lot of the stuff they have been getting angry about with the shutdown has been resolved. The Epstein files are now being released. And someone's sign says, "Is he dead yet?" What the heck? Let's go talk to this person. What? Oh, really? They're already sniping me out of here. Is he dead yet? Come here. Let's ask this guy.
Not yet.
Excuse me, sir. He's not dead yet.
Not yet.
When would you like him to die?
What time is it?
It's about 12 p.m. right now.
That's good enough.
And how do you hope he goes out?
Numerous ways. He can choke on something. I don't know, maybe Clinton's dick. Out of here, I'll talk to you later.
You would like Trump to choke on Clinton's dick?
I like that sign, man.
Thank you.
He's saying he likes the sign. Do you wish him death as well?
What?
Do you wish Trump death as well?
Do I wish? No, I don't wish death on anybody.
How am I a right-wing agitator? I just asked you guys about the sign. And how would you?
Can't get lectured by people about political violence from people who wear RWDS patches, all right?
I don't even know what he's talking about. Who's lecturing you? How are you guys doing?
Good.
What brings you guys out here today?
Protesting.
And
First Amendment.
What are you guys protesting today for? Because a lot of the stuff that has been in the protests in the past, like the Epstein files, the government shutdown.
On social media.
I'm just curious as to what you guys are protesting about today.
No one talked to this loser. No one talked to him.
Oh, ma'am. Why are you so angry?
I'm not. I'm just telling people not to waste their oxygen and give you oxygen.
Oh,
You're just here to troll
I breathe,
people.
I breathe no matter what, so.
Okay, well, I'm just saying no one needs to give you oxygen. You're
And
here
I'm
to
not
troll
here.
us.
And I'm not here to troll anybody. I'm just asking you guys what you guys are doing out here today, or what the protest is about.
Demand the impeachment, conviction, and removal of not only President Trump, but his entire corrupt, whatever they're called, the whole administration.
And what would you
Okay,
like-
and if you, I'm not going to discuss it any further,
Well, I'm just
but
curious
if you continue to harass people,
Oh, I haven't harassed anybody.
well, we're going to be following you. So just leave people alone, okay?
With your CBS News, then you know
Okay.
people will talk to you.
Okay, amazing. So, but what do you guys want him to be impeached for?
Leave my wife alone.
Oh, I'll leave your wife alone. I don't want to touch your wife. Don't want nothing to do with his wife. Wait, so what would you guys like him to be impeached for?
Go away, please.
Nothing? Just no reason why you want to
Busy,
impeach?
thank you. I just
Okay.
don't care to talk to you. That's all.
Okay, I don't care to talk to you either. We'll find somebody else. I was just asking you why you guys are getting.
Not even 5 minutes in and it's already getting heated. You gotta love how the older generations, the boomers, are like, no, I only want to talk to the 3-letter agencies, the mainstream media. I have no interest in talking to you. They call him a right-wing troll, but all he's doing is asking very, very basic questions.
So fired up today.
Suggestion for you.
Yes, ma'am.
If you would go down by the reflection pool and listen to the speakers
Okay.
who have knowledge of why we are all here, you might actually learn something. Have a nice day.
Oh, you have such a great smile, ma'am. Beautiful smile that lady has, right?
Oh, yeah.
And what brings you out here today? They're wanting to say the
Well, basically,
and
I think-
convict
I think
and
Trump
remove.
is trying to create a fascist state, and I would like to see him removed from office along with the vice president and those who are in his cabinet seem to me to be very unqualified for the most part. And I hate the corruption of his administration, which is obvious to any observer, I think.
And what's your
Also,
least favorite corruption? Or what's like something you've seen that's like a lot of corruption from Trump so far?
well, I'd say the fact that he's using crypto to take bribes, from my perspective, of billions of dollars. But beyond that, the anti-immigration is, in my estimation, entirely out of step with what America is and what it was made to be at its best. It is inconsistent with all our ideals.
And people are saying impeach him. And what should they impeach him for?
For corruption first, because that would be the easiest to prove, I think. And in addition to that, he's guilty of so many crimes, it's hard to list them all.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time. I hope you enjoy this protest. Thanks for talking with us.
He's guilty of so many crimes, it's hard to list them all. Okay, well, list one or two. Doesn't even do that.
You guys see, we're just here to have conversation with people and see what they're out here today protesting for. All right, everybody here in the chat, thank you, Crane802. I want to remind everybody, I need your guys' emails, so go out and fill out the link in the pinned comment above. I need your emails because there's been some weird stuff happening in my account, and I want to make sure if something ever does happen, I have a way to get in contact with you guys. All right, let's keep moving on. Oh, wow, this is a big one. I like the big old pipe you got up there.
It has a certain verticality.
Yeah, it does.
Who are you?
My name's Nick Shirley.
Yeah.
And Stop Trump, how long did that take you to make that sign?
Made in 2016.
Wow, so you've been
I come from the 20th century.
You've been hating on Trump.
I've been doing this for a long time.
You've been hating.
This is just the latest thing.
You've been hating on Trump for about 10 years now. And has your hatred for Trump or your disliking towards Trump just gone up over the past 10 years?
It's pinned at 11.
Pinned at 11.
You know that?
Oh, it's pinned at 11. Wow, so it's past 10. Your least favorite thing about Trump?
His character. He's a man with no honor. He lies. He's despicable.
And what did you think about Trump's meeting with Zoran?
Who are you?
My name's Nick Shirley.
I know, but why are you doing this?
Oh, we're just coming out here talking to people about the
Yeah, but
regime protest.
why are you out here?
To talk to
Who
people.
are you?
My name's Nick Shirley. I work for Nick Shirley.
I think maybe you're a mole.
A mole? What's a mole?
Bye.
Jeez. Okay. How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine. How about yourself?
Good. What did you think about the Zoran Trump meeting yesterday?
It's just kind of all for show. I mean, this is sort of the thing Trump does is come in and, I'm the reasonable guy, and there's little conversations one-on-one. Evidently, that's his persona, but it's not going to change anything. It's not going to change his approach to anything.
Were you surprised they were to have a civil discourse and like?
No, I mean I was pleased, but that's happened before with Trump. And it's not going to change anything in terms of his policies or the way that he views New York and the way that's going.
Do you think it might encourage more Democrats to talk face to face with Trump?
He's the one in control of those opportunities. Yes, I would like to see civil discourse. Despite the uncivil path that we're on here, it's important that we try to fix what's going on because we're on a very bad path at this point in time. Things can get, and one thing people don't seem to realize about history is that when things start going bad, they can go very bad very fast, and that's part of my fear.
And with the Democrats and Republicans right now, who do you think's the face of the Democratic Party right now?
Well, I mean, what I would like to see it be AOC, and there needs. I mean, I am.
Oh my
certainly
God,
not a young person,
AOC.
but I would like to see a transition in the way that the geriatric leadership is holding on. And having said that, I don't want age limits. Because I look at somebody like Bernie Sanders. His mind's still sharp, speaks well, but there needs to be a progression in the leadership, and or else the party's not going to stay intact. And it's a two-party system. So
AOC for 2028.
Sure. I mean, she is. There's always been an attempt, and back to like with the squad and all of that, to put her in a little box of being the wild radical, but people actually listen to her speak. She wants to fix things, and she's got good ideas and is very intelligent.
She does know how to rally the troops.
Pardon me?
She does know how to rally the troops. She has a very good base on the internet.
Yeah. And actually, things where Republicans have been willing to talk off the record, I think there's a certain respect for her in that she wants to get stuff done and understands there are things that it's okay to compromise on, and she does it. And so, yeah, I mean, obviously she's not the only one, but she's certainly somebody who stands out.
Yeah, and obviously today with this Resist the Regime protest, I'm coming out here today because I was curious what people are more so protesting about, because just a few weeks ago, a lot of the protests were about the Epstein files. Those are now going to be released. The government shutdown, that was another topic as well.
Well, the Epstein files aren't necessarily going to be released. The introducing that thing with directing the DOJ to investigate
wow, what's
Democrats.
This is a big one. Let's see, flip that up there. Hooper Trump just, wow. How long did that take you to make?
Same place. It's awesome.
How long did this take you to make?
Couple days.
Let's see it flapping. Wow, that's some good work right there.
Thanks, brother.
And you have the Mexican flag, the Canadian flag, the United States flag, and the Ukrainian flag.
And the Palestinian flag.
The Palestinian flag.
Yes.
What's your favorite country out of those five?
Well, America, of course. But we have to support all of these guys. So.
What's up?
Get out of my face.
You get on my face.
Hey, these guys are instigators.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not an instigator. I was asking about his sign.
Asking me a question. I get
And then
it.
you guys come over and instigate me. I don't get what your problem is, Mr. Yellow Vest. I was having a great conversation, then you just come in and ruin it. Maybe that's why you guys can't ever get your point across. Oh, click record. Make sure you hit it record. But, yeah, so what brings you out here today, sir? It says, F your thoughts and your prayers, your sign says, your sticker, or what do you call that? Your pin? It says, F your thoughts and your prayers. Let's see this thing. Look, do you believe in the power of prayer or no? Such a happy man right here. Cold stone face. Have a great rest of your day, sir. Hope you do a great job at keeping other people away from speaking and having conversations with people today. So, applaud you for your efforts. They're gonna fail, but we're gonna keep going. Here we go. We got this guy dancing over here with the Macklemore jacket, like that's like the jacket from the Thrift Shop music video. All right, we got a lot of people out here. This is at the Lincoln Memorial, everybody. The Lincoln Memorial is right up here. You have the Handmaids up there. Let's go talk to some of these folks up here. And we got this guy who's gonna be following us around. Looks like it seems like people are pretty pissed off about the piggy statement Trump made the other day. I want to get some pin. Can I get a pin today? Can I get one?
Yeah, absolutely.
What's your favorite one? Rage against the regime, abolish ICE,
You right?
FDD. It's all right, we're just showing.
These guys are not here for the same reason you're here. You may want to be very careful talking to them.
We're here to talk to people.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for the pin. Let them eat cake. I like the piggy. That's pretty good. You guys are quick on that Photoshop, just like that.
You don't get much snow, right? It's just raining. Right? We got rain.
We got some old ladies dancing around right now. Uphold the Constitution. This is democracy, justice for all, free speech. This is fascism, misogyny, and patriarchy. And they're just switching signs. Let's go see what makes them They're having a joyful day today. How are you guys doing? Would you guys consider Trump a fascist?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. What do you guys think about the Mandami meeting yesterday? With
What,
Trump.
what was that about?
Yeah.
Very curious.
Were you surprised to see that they were like? It seemed like they were pretty good friends actually. I was a little surprised.
Very surprised. Supposedly written off as just a couple of old boys from Queens. But it was definitely a little unnerving, I think.
Yeah. Do you think it was kind of strange that a Democrat could have a civil conversation and become somewhat enemies on the internet, and then they were able to smile with each other in person in the Oval Office?
Well, I don't think it's strange to have differences of opinion and still be civil with one another, no.
Yeah.
But I have no trust in at least one of the parties at that meeting.
Did you lose a little bit of trust in Mandami after seeing him talk so nice to Trump?
It just makes me wonder what his motivation was for that meeting. We'll see. Time will tell.
Time will tell.
Yeah.
And when he was asked if he thinks Trump's a fascist, he's kind of started to explain something, and Trump said, "No, don't explain yourself. Just say yes. It's a lot easier than explaining."
Yeah. He knows he's a fascist.
What makes you think Trump's a fascist?
His power grab, his authoritarianism, his hatred, cruelty to anyone that isn't like himself.
You guys are having a good time. You guys got lots of signs.
Oh yeah, we do.
Wow.
Fascism and democracy.
Okay, so what are the
Conflict of interest. Are they talking about Mark Carney there with that sign? Holy Christ.
What do the signs mean? Diversity. This is fascism. That's the main one on display.
And then it goes over to that side. This is what democracy looks like. It's the difference. There's a difference.
Oh, so what's the opposite of this is fascism?
That's fascism. Lawlessness is fascist. Diversity inclusion is part of democracy. It's just kind of pointing out.
Keep going. This is like a fun game. This is like a card game you play at school.
It's like a card game.
Teach me something, ma'am. Media intimidation.
It's what's happening. And this is democracy.
Amen.
Free press.
Propaganda is next. What's the opposite of propaganda?
He's just gonna make them go through all
we're
their
just going through the
signs.
signs out here. So we got propaganda. What's the opposite of propaganda for democracy?
Propaganda would be truth and transparency.
Okay.
Yep. See, each one of them, they're not all back to back the opposite, but all the fascist side has things that this administration has actually done.
Okay. And stealing our data.
Yes.
Data privacy.
Right?
Yeah.
And these are things that we covet as Americans because we take it for granted up until now, and now we're losing it, and it's it's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Really, and we're in a really rough spot right now, being able to
Checks and balances.
Yep.
Voter suppression.
Yeah. Imagine that.
How is our vote being suppressed right now?
Well, for one, if the gerrymandering is one way they can do it, the other way is they're trying to stop like mail-in votes.
Do you think mail-in voting should be a thing?
I think mail-in voting can be, yeah, I think it's okay in certain circumstances.
I think maybe if somebody can't get to the polls, they're disabled, but I don't think it should be an option for everybody.
Trump always mailed in his ballots. Trump is a mail-in voter, and has been
Really?
in his past.
Interesting.
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Well, I think it's been fairly well documented.
That he mails in his votes?
Yeah, that he's in his past. I mean, he was also a Democrat.
Yeah.
He's an opportunist.
Isolation. Isolationism.
So that's America first, the hell with all the other countries. I mean, honestly, think about
Are you America first?
I am humanity first. I love people. I love the people in Africa who are no longer getting our AIDS medications and our supplemental nutrition to their children. It is good for America to do that, and not giving immunizations in another country. Guess what? They do come here. Those viruses, those illnesses will just raise here. And then the administration is also causing people to be afraid of vaccines, unproven theories that they have, and so the combination is really going to be deadly. We haven't seen it yet. But there are high outbreaks of different things in our country.
Persecuting marginalized people.
pretty straightforward there.
Yes.
They're rounding up brown people right now. Not all only, but mostly. And they're
Should they deport people or no? Keep them all?
They should follow the legal process, due process. If somebody's here illegally and they don't qualify to be here, then it should be done in a dignified way, and they should have their day in court and then go from there.
Wow, we'll have some good Hawaiian music on them and let you guys enjoy the rest of your guys' day. My name's Nick Shirley. We just come out here and talk to people.
Okay, are you doing
all events? We're live right now. We just come out and we speak to everybody.
Substack or doing?
No, I don't do Substack.
What do you do?
YouTube.
YouTube? Okay.
YouTube.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good enough. Well, good luck.
What books are getting banned right now, actually?
Lots of books. Books that mention some black history, like slavery, and making it look like white people are to blame. Books about homosexuality.
Like removing those from schools?
Removing them from schools. Florida's a good example. They've really taken a lot out.
Do you think those should be inside schools? Or I don't think they're like banning the books. I think they're more so removing them from the school so kids don't have to see and learn about
Well, they
stuff
actually,
at such a young age.
HECSAC went in and removed them from the Naval Academy. College students who can choose to read them or not. They're adults, so then it took a group of adults in Annapolis to buy them all back and hand them out to people who wanted them. But, I mean, they're wiping out, like, some of the black history. And they've taken out some of the black, any of the, like, women and black people who have, in history, done some amazing things have been taken out of the Naval Academy Library.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
God bless you guys. Have a great rest of your day.
We're from Annapolis, so.
Where are you from?
Annapolis.
Annapolis. Okay,
Yeah.
so you guys didn't come too far today?
No.
Well, have a great day. Miss Piggy, oh my gosh. I am not one for gossip, but tell me about Bubba. We ain't gonna stop asking questions, Mr. President. I will not be quiet. I am not radical. I'm just paying attention, not paid to be here. Wow, you're coming out here looking beautiful, Miss Piggy. Looking hot.
Yeah.
Looking hot. What's your favorite? How offensive did you think that was when Trump called the lady Piggy?
I thought it was pretty offensive. So we're gonna take the pig back, man. Miss Piggy all the way. But you know, holy cow. And they had so many times to walk that back as an accident. He thought her name was Peggy or whatever, but they just all doubled down. Ridiculous.
Yeah, do you think now Trump, whether he knows it or not?
It must not have been that offensive if she's literally willing to dress up as a pig. Come on now. Let's be real. She also literally laughed when she was speaking to him. I think some people are just bored, right? They're just bored and they wanna be outside and around an event-like area. I think that's literally just what it is at the end of the day. I don't think these people actually care to the extent that maybe some others do or they claim to. I don't know, man. This is just ridiculous.
Might have started a little piggy revolt in the United States.
I mean, as far as my sister and I go, he did.
Oh, geez, the twins out here.
Yeah.
I've never seen two good-looking pigs.
Did Trump start a Miss Piggy comeback or something? And I was like, well, as far as we go, yeah.
A revolution of Miss Piggies.
Yes, it's a revolution of piggies. That's exactly right. And comeback might not be the word you want to use.
So are we going to see a lot more women coming around with some nice little big noses and piggies out walking around D.C.?
We're, you know.
I believe Caroline Levitt might be the Miss Piggy.
Oh, really?
Yes, that's who I think. I cannot stand her.
Oh, your sign says,
Don't say it out loud.
This is a quote from her.
Frank and honest with everyone in this room. KK Caroline, you are a lying you know what?
Yeah.
Wow, Miss Piggy. So you guys don't like Caroline?
Oh, just kind of a little bit. No, I don't like her at all. I mean, she is, a 28-year-old who spills lies. And no, I can't stand any of this. Can you?
What do you guys think about like the current state of the country? I feel like we're doing pretty good.
Saving the country from what?
No, I think we're doing a pretty good job like right now as far as like bringing back and what Trump voted for. I ain't rage baiting anybody. We're just having a good time.
Yeah, you are. I mean, he's not bringing back anything. He's bringing back hatred, division, scare. You can't bring people back together with fear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's what he's
It seems
brought.
like in the second term, a lot of like the chaos has been from like the deportations. That's been like one of the big topics is deportations. We obviously had the longest government shutdown in the history of the United States. I thought that was pretty crazy.
Yeah, Republicans shouldn't have done that.
And the Epstein files, I think that was a mess up by Trump by originally not releasing them. I think they should have just released them from the get-go. I think that's like why you saw MAGA get pretty upset.
Did you just throw trash on the ground?
It's gum.
That's still trash. Is that not? Someone's gonna step on that. You need to.
It's actually a nicotine gum.
It's still. You still. That's disgusting.
I doubt you will. Like, that's ridiculous. Like,
Crazy.
no.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, if that's what I mean, I'm not treating our capital like that, and I can't stand the president.
Right.
You need to pick that up.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
And I do like the costumes.
Yeah.
God bless you guys. How are you doing?
Thank you.
Good. Have a good one.
You need to get him to act correct and back you up.
Okay, I will. How are you doing, ma'am? What are you dressed up as today?
I'm just a sentinel
I almost-
or a guardian. I don't know what I am. I'm just warm. It's a warm cloak.
Yeah, it is a cloak. It's like we're going to Hogwarts out here.
Not me. Not me. The halls of seat of power.
And how do you feel about this protest today, the Resist the Regime protest? And how do you feel like you guys can get rid of the regime, the Trump regime?
That's a good question.
Do you feel like he will be impeached this second term?
I hope so. I'm not convinced that our representatives are going to do the right thing, but we do have grounds for impeachment.
And what do you think he can be impeached for?
But didn't they say the same thing during his first term? Like, this is just a repeat now at this point. Like, here we go again, trying to impeach him.
Well, his illegal power grabs, shutting down the government, or lying to us.
Yeah, who do you think was to blame for the government shutdown? Or was to blame for the government shutdown?
I couldn't tell you. I think it was the Republicans and Mike Johnson. I think they're plotting to take it over.
Were you surprised when the Democrats folded and...
I was angry. Surprised? No, but I was angry.
Do you think
I felt
Fetterman's a
betrayed.
Republican or a Democrat?
I think he's a traitor to his constituency. That's what I think. He does not.
And who do you think's the face of the Democrat Party right now?
I couldn't point to one. I looked to Bernie, and he's an independent, so.
You think Zoran? Too bad Zoran can't be president, huh?
I don't know about that. I don't know enough about him.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you think he's the potential future face of the Democrat Party? Zoran Mandami?
Again, I don't know. I hope we have.
One guy said AOC. He hopes AOC becomes president in 2028.
I would like to see OC have more power, more influence.
You think that'd be a good idea?
I do. I think the influence would be good.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day.
We all should have any good
Uh-huh.
shot at a good life.
Thank you. Yes, I went blank. I forgot the professor's name from Hogwarts with the M. Professor McGonagall. Professor McGonagall. Hey, thank you very much for the Anna Russell. Appreciate that. And thank you to Dane's World for becoming a member. We're also going to be doing a members-only live stream today as well. You guys know how memberships work. You guys get exclusive content behind the scenes, and you even get extra live streams as well. So we're going to be doing one of those today after this live stream. Let's go talk to this guy. I always see this guy out here.
They just put you on a stolen ballot website, so let them try harder. Let them try harder.
He's always out here.
Yeah, I think so. Monday now, you gonna be up there?
Sir, people love you out here.
Yeah, I'm staying up at the White House.
Look, everyone love this guy right here. I see him all the time out on protest.
Stay away.
That's right.
Whoa, we got a moving Christmas tree. Holy cow, look at this, you guys. People are getting creative out here. Look at this. We got the moving Christmas tree out here. How are you doing?
Doing all right. How you doing?
Doing great. Look, you want to get a photo with this man? She's your ornament to your Christmas tree.
Oh man.
That is like a match made in heaven.
Check it out.
She might just hop
It's in
on.
there somewhere. You don't want to see it, really.
She might just hop on you.
It makes young children cry.
With the Christmas tree.
It's the Christmas tree and the ornament.
On your favorite social media, I'm Mr. Christmas Tree.
Wow, Mr. Christmas tree. This is kind of hazardous to be driving around with this thing.
Been doing it for 10 years.
That's it.
10 years now?
That's impressive, Mr. Christmas tree.
All of us.
All right, look at him. Just photobomb their photo. Wow. What do you hope Trump gets impeached for?
Everything.
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 What do you think the Democrats are going to bring to the Senate floor one day?
It's high treason.
That was a good one. That was a good one. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. That was a good one. Any other jokes?
No. I'm stumped.
Oh my gosh. This guy's actually quite funny. That's pretty dang good.
Good times indeed.
Is it Happy Holidays or Merry Christmas?
It's both, whatever you want it to be. Just be happy.
I like that. Just be happy.
Yeah.
And do you think there's anything? Do you think these protests are going to accomplish something here in the United States as far as like getting Trump impeached?
We're getting people, and we're getting their attention, getting more attention, and getting more attention. And for the people who are sitting down in the back of the class, who ain't saying very much, this right here starts to get the attention of them also.
Amen. God bless you, man. Have a great day.
See you later.
See you later. Look at this guy. They said all those jokes are evergreen. We got a big bubble flying. We got old men in chicken costumes. What's the chicken costume represent?
It's kind of dual. First, in terms of the conflicts that are going on between the two parties, it kind of takes the temperature down, which we think is important. But secondly, it makes a statement about what we think.
And with all your years and wisdom, have you ever seen a president like Donald Trump?
Never. It's the most dangerous president we've ever had.
And how is he so dangerous?
How much time have you got?
We got a lot of time.
Yeah, well, not under his reign.
Simplest terms, what makes Trump so dangerous?
The rule of law being taken away. There won't be elections. We don't need a dictator.
You're worried he'll become a dictator?
Say again?
You're worried he'll become a dictator?
Given half a chance, that's what his staff are working toward.
Would you like him to run for a third term? Or do you think that's possible?
It's illegal and nothing is beyond his imagination. He'll do anything.
Awesome. Well, I don't want to make you stand around for too long, Mr. Chicken. Keep clucking.
It's Taco.
Taco. Have a good day. All right, let's move. Look at this. You guys, we got a ton of people down here on the National Mall right now. Look at this. Wow, we got lots and lots of people. Let's go down into the madness. Let's go. See, they got this lady with the TikTok Mother Effa sign. Now everyone's yelling F Trump. We're gonna go down into the chaos and see what happens. Wow, that's a loud one, Froggy. What? Yeah, let's hear it. Come back.
Can I ask though, legitimately, are you not worried about the Second Amendment?
About the Second Amendment? About guns?
So if an executive order can be written to overturn the First Amendment, the next Democratic president can write an executive order and restrict and limit your Second Amendment rights. And that's what I'm worried about, is unless it's stopped.
So you want to keep your guns?
I want the Constitution to be protected, and
you know they're going to distort that, right?
Oh,
How?
I know, it's okay.
We're on the same side right here. We both are protecting the Constitution.
Yeah, for me, there is a way that the Constitution is changed, and, it's always been the way. And I think, the burning flags is a very good example of something that's protected by the First Amendment and then went through the Supreme Court, was backed up by the Supreme Court, and reinforced to be a protected First Amendment right. And an executive order is, you can now be arrested for it. And that just makes me nervous because they've talked about taking guns away from trans people. They've talked about, registries and trying to get people to write down and acknowledge that they have them, and that's scary. I don't like any of that. I don't like banking apps on my phone. I like nothing. So I'm just very, leave me alone.
Yeah, you would your ideal world would be living in the woods and just staying away from everybody, going to no protest and just enjoying life and not worrying about the government.
So I used to work for the government, and then I quit in April of 2017 and went and hung out in the woods for about 4 years.
How was life in the woods?
Delightful. So delightful.
Probably a lot more peaceful than this, huh?
So much more peaceful, yeah.
Probably realize like all this stuff. What are you? All this stuff like maybe doesn't matter as much as we may think.
No. So I'm honestly opposite. So I'm not gonna be your person. And you know, it's so the hiking I did, Appalachian Trail, like, you know, there's the number of towns that you go through that are just like dying, and like the only thing that they have left is like a couple months in the summer. There's like hostels and like hikers come and like bring money to these towns, and like I just want, you know, I want everyone to be built up. I want everyone to be protected. I want everyone to be successful. And
we're agreeing on
no, we're not
everything.
agreeing, because I really, 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 really think this man needs to go. He's destroying us, and yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting because like when you hear the arguments from like the left and right, a lot of the stuff you're saying, the right also say like we're worried about the Second Amendment being lost from the Democrats.
But then my thing is like, for me,
Or the
like
censorship.
when Obama was in like office, like loved him, voted for him, but like if he tried to limit the Second Amendment rights, I'd be on the streets. And for me, the fact that I have, like, I'm in Carroll County, like I grew up with Second Amendment rights, like this is your most important thing, and like the fact that my neighbors aren't here too, when like we're all at risk.
Yeah.
Defend the Constitution, man. All enemies, foreign and domestic.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your time. We appreciate you, and have a great day out here.
Yeah, good luck with everything. But
Thank you.
Can I ask though, like,
Yeah.
not on camera?
Well, we're live right now, so
Do you like? Are you not worried about the Second Amendment? Like, how do you not?
I think Trump's been more pro Second Amendment than most other
But
presidents.
like the next president, like anyone now, the precedent has been set that a president can write an executive order to take away your constitutional rights.
Yeah, it is
And
very
that
worrisome.
means if a Democrat is elected, they can do the same thing back. And like, no one should be able to do that.
Yeah, so I think the most important thing is whoever our politicians are, they're Americans first, and they uphold the Constitution.
Yes. And so you can't write executive orders that take away constitutional rights,
Yeah,
because
and like
that's
the
a
hate
violation.
speech stuff, like I didn't like when, for instance, when Pam Bondi said, talked about the hate speech and how like people, they might get arrested, like people could get arrested. I feel like that was like leaning way too, like going too far too quick. And then the other thing you're talking about, the Second Amendment, I haven't heard anything from Trump and them saying they're going to take away the Second Amendment. But then also like the burning of the Google flag, burning of the American flag, it's like, yeah, like no one wants them to burn the flag, but I guess if they do it, they are protected to do it. Like they
Yeah.
should be able to burn it, but please don't burn the American flag.
Yes.
Maybe that.
Don't do things, but like as
'Cause
long
I
as
saw a
it's
man
not
burn it in
illegal,
Portland and he didn't get
do
arrested.
whatever you want.
So
Like, so that's for me is like, you know.
yeah, I think we're on the
but
same page there. God bless you, ma'am. Have a great rest of your
Good
day.
luck today. Enjoy
Thank
it.
you. I will. We're going in. We're going in. We got quite a bit.
Defend the Constitution.
That was the most confusing interaction I think he's had so far. I have no idea what she wants, because to be honest with you, the Republicans have never wanted to take away guns from people. That's just not something I think they ever wanted to do. That's a Democrat thing specifically. So I don't know about that one. That's anyway, moving onward.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, by the way, we're roughly half an hour out from question period starting. This video will probably run a little bit into that, because it's about 15-20 minutes of statements by members, and who cares about these statements by members? We just want to see question period.
Yes, ma'am. Hey, thank you, Eggplant Diet, for becoming a member. And thank you, His Grace is Enough, for the donation. That lady, we're pretty much on the same page there. She's worried about the Second Amendment. I was not expecting her to be worried about that. How are you guys doing?
Good.
We got the bubbles out here. It's a bubble war. Look, you guys, this is crazy out here. Look how many people are out here right now.
She and I don't agree on most things. But here is something that's important.
Everyone's dressed up as piggies.
Just as important as any other member of Congress.
Miss Piggy! Miss Piggy! Miss Piggy! How are you doing, ma'am? Wow, look at you. Is this your wife?
My wife.
Wow. Hope she doesn't get in bed with that on.
I don't get in bed with that.
Wow, you guys, there's a lot of people out here.
Is she going to vote for impeachment?
Right outside the Lincoln Memorial.
Vote for impeachment. It's about whether her life has value and meaning.
Now we got another pig out here, or a chicken.
All members of Congress, whether they vote for impeachment or not.
Everyone's hoping Trump gets impeached. Let's move over here. And then this guy's sign says, "Is he dead yet?" That's kind of crazy sign to be holding up here. Is he dead yet? That's kind of a crazy sign to be having out here at a protest, if I'm being honest. Literally calling and hoping that the president gets killed is kind of crazy. Let's see who else we got here. Holy cow, everybody.
I'm giving you a cent.
I already gave. Look at this.
That there will be articles of impeachment.
All right, so the feed seems to be breaking up a bit there. I'm going to do a little skip ahead. Hopefully he gets into a better area.
Volunteered for an issue for the prisoners of war missing in action.
Oh, God bless you, sir.
Right
Thank you
down
for your
here,
service.
That was a demonstration every Memorial Day that went on for 25 years.
Yeah.
And started off with, a couple thousand, wound up with being 500,000. And we brought over 1,000 home.
Wow.
They'd left 2,500 something.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good.
Did
How
you
you
serve our
doing
country as well?
Yes, I did.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Now you got the Vietnam veteran hat. You got the Canadian hat. What made you want to?
This is his hat. I'm the Canadian. Yeah,
you're the Canadian. You're Canadian?
I'm a dual citizen, sir. I was born and raised in America and moved up there 38 years ago. And attended Rolling Thunder. I missed the protests and demonstrations in '69 and '70 after Kent State when they shot the students. So I'm showing up for a nice day here. Yes,
pretty,
it is.
Pretty
Yeah, we
peaceful
need more.
protest out here today.
We need more. Pardon?
A pretty peaceful.
Peaceful, very
protest
peaceful.
today.
That's what it's supposed to be.
The only hostility that needs to be done is against him and throw him out.
Yeah. And what would you guys like Trump to be thrown out for?
Everything. Pick one. He ain't done shit right. You vote for him?
You pick one.
Pick one?
Yeah.
I would
The
pick
way
one.
he treats the immigrants, the way he treats everybody in general, to make
the way he treats America.
He makes a
The way I would
mockery out of the
impeach him for
presidency.
what they wanted to impeach him for. The records that were on his floor in Florida. What's going on here? Yeah, he can do anything on Manhattan Street. He can do anything anywhere else. Yeah, that's the one thing I would impeach him for. And he thinks he's above the law. He thinks he's a king.
Doing
He's
all
above
kind of
the
dumb
law.
shit.
You know what? Excuse me. I'll teach. For the first thing is his bone spurs, his BS, his bullshit. He used bone spurs to get out of the war. He used his money, bought it. No senator's son, get him out. He's a coward. He's a piece of shit. Excuse me for the thing. That's it. That's all. Yep.
And you bring up the topic of immigration. Should they deport? Should they be going about these deportations?
Well, I tell you what, they should always have deportations if you're not here legally. But out of the 600 people that he took, maybe 150 of them actually had a ticket or some dumb shit. Now that's no way to run anything. That's enough for you.
Yeah.
Let's go.
No, why don't they do their jobs? They let them all in here, and then now they want to get rid of them, make another process and thing to get them going. I don't know. It's who's going to dig your potatoes? Would you like to be an immigrant waiting for them to snatch you and bring you out, and not in my country?
I would not. But if I was illegal, I'd probably have to know my fate.
Do it the right way. Do it the
They gotta
right
do it the right way.
Good
Oh,
Do it
sorry.
the right way.
You
No,
gotta
do it the right way.
You gotta do it the right
But
way,
they
sir.
can afford the lawyers. Those people can't. They were born handicapped. They come here for. My grandfather was an immigrant. Come here from Canada. We're all immigrants of some way. Check the DNA. Huh? No, the power, the rich and the power. The land, the home, and the free. Yeah, the rich think they own it. Sorry, no. We all own it, man. We got a little bit in any up the pot.
God bless you, sir.
We all got in. Thank you for
God bless you.
coming here and saying hello. Yes,
Yeah, and
it was
thank you for
hard.
your service.
Rough and tough, man. All the years I couldn't talk about it, now I can't shut up. But it's all real too.
This man rough and tough.
And I'm waiting for that to pop out because Jacob's Ladder and the Manchurian Candidate and the BZ and stuff. Thank you. I was part of that test.
Okay,
Yep.
God bless you, sir.
And survived it. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you for your service. Oh, how you doing? This is Santa right here. Santa Claus coming to town, baby. The only thing I want for Christmas is for you guys to go ahead and fill out that link above for your emails. I need your emails. Like I said, YouTube's been doing some weird stuff to my account. They didn't let me post my Paris video in English for the first time I uploaded it, and they also took down and censored one of my videos from getting it posted. I had to go through a big thing to get it all posted. That's the Dearborn, Michigan video. It took me a longer time than usual to get that video posted, so some weird stuff are happening, so go ahead and fill out the link. It's in the pinned comment. Now someone's singing, and you guys, this protest just keeps going. Tried to make a witty sign. Forgot Trump can't read. What is the but her emails? Are you referring to Hillary's?
Yeah, I got it off of her political action site. She was selling it and it made me laugh.
Nice. Tried to make a witty sign. Forgot Trump can't read. What if I told you Trump can read?
I would question whether or not that's the truth.
You don't think Trump can read?
I think he has issues with comprehension.
Really? Wow. What makes you think that? Worst of the worst. Free speech, I call bullshit. Free press. Guardians of PDFs. Let's move over here, everybody. We got some ladies singing right now. And what do you think about this protest out here?
I mean, it's pretty par for the course, you know. We've got, what is it, Resist today?
Resist the regime.
Resist the regime, yeah. Been a lot of that lately. A lot more protests than there were in 2016 to 20.
Yeah, why do you think there's so many people? It seems like their protest movements might be getting even stronger. I mean, look how big this people is.
I can definitely confirm that.
But do you think these people are ever going to get like protest fatigue?
That's what I thought. I thought it was going to happen. You know, there were hundreds of protests in the first 2 months, but I guess not. You know, people are activated. They're out here. It's a much older crowd than we had previously in the first Trump administration. So, I mean, it is what it is. You know, for now it's peaceful. DC's been peaceful.
For people who don't know who this is, you were at a lot of the protests, like the Kenosha protests. You have written a book about what you've seen from the protests, right?
Yep. Riot Diet. One man's radical ride through America in chaos.
His book is called Riot Diet. He's seen everything firsthand, and nobody actually.
I'm retired.
He retired from protests. He came out here with me today. His book is Riot Diet. If you guys want to go check it out, I believe it's on Amazon, right?
Yep.
Riot Diet.
Boutique.
And now, look how many people we got out here. Now they're asking for money. Rage against the machine. Illegal immigrants are not criminals, but the president is. Wow, whoa, this is quite the sign. Wow, that's a good sign, man. Listen, did you think it was pretty offensive of him to call that lady? Did he call her Piggy or Peggy?
You look like one of those online troll boys.
Oh, really? Well, I'm not trolling you, ma'am. I'm just asking you a question. Bro, these people just can't even take a question. Quiet, Piggy. Don't you have someone to blow? Wow. Can you explain your sign a little bit more?
No.
No, who do you think he's blowing? Anybody that comes to your mind?
I'm good.
No.
You can keep moving. Thanks.
All right, I'll keep moving.
For the last quarter-century, and not once did I see someone with the last name of Trump overseas carrying a weapon and defending our nation.
Somebody might be falling into this river today, or not the river, whatever you want to call this, the pool.
When I hung up my uniform, I did not hang up my oath.
You got lost? I gotta be careful standing right here.
You're gonna get tossed.
A hater's gonna come in and toss me into the water.
Protest to tell the world of the genocide that's taking place. Oh no!
Held to criminal liar in chief. Tons and tons of signs out here. How are you guys doing?
Good.
What do you guys think about Trump calling that lady? Did he call her Peggy or Piggy?
Piggy.
Piggy.
Yeah.
What did you think about him calling her Piggy?
Well, it's like super atrocious. So, yeah.
I've seen a lot of signs. I didn't realize that it was that big of a deal.
Degrading women isn't a big deal.
I didn't realize like it was that big of a deal in the media, like it got that much attention.
I think it gets that much attention because we don't believe women, nor do we respect them in the United States. So I think that's why it's kind of at the top here.
Do you guys feel disrespected here in the United States?
On a daily
basis?
We have a convicted rapist in our White House. How do we not feel degraded or disrespected as women?
Do you feel like he's trying to take away your rights?
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah.
What of your rights have been taken away so far?
Well, he's trying to make abortion legal. Illegal. Roe v. Wade, overturning that.
Pulling funding from women's studies in regards to, well, top to bottom, but like especially in medical.
Interesting. What should the portions be in the hands of the state or the hands of the federal government?
I mean, I think that overall it should just be illegal. It's healthcare.
Mm-hmm. Do you think there should be like a term?
The women should choose.
Yeah.
Pro-choice.
Do you think there should be like a level what, like for instance, after a certain amount of weeks, someone shouldn't be able to abort the baby, unless the mother's life is at danger? Do you think there should be like a
I think
standard
it's their
for
body,
that?
their choice at 110%.
Always.
Yeah, because I don't like the idea of like a baby being inside someone's stomach, and then it could have had a life, and then it gets taken away. And now the Epstein files should be getting released. What do you expect to see from the Epstein files?
I expect them to be scrubbed and redacted, to be super honest with you.
Yeah, I'll be pissed if they're redacted, if they're just a bunch of black lines.
Yeah, I mean, it's already been occurring, so.
Yeah, and if we just believe the survivors,
Again, women,
believe
that'd be
in women.
great.
Do you think it was a little bit strange to see Marjorie Taylor Greene go against Trump and kind of flip? Now she's dropped her campaign. She's not going to be running again.
I read that. I don't think it's that bizarre. She's a woman in general, so.
Where do you think MAGA's at right now? Do you think MAGA's support is dwindling, or do you think it's just kind of the same spot? Or getting better or worse?
I think hatred runs deep, and I think that there are a lot of hateful people that are within MAGA, and I don't think anything is going to change the way that they believe or what they're doing or how they're acting towards other people.
And everyone's saying we want to impeach Trump. Impeach, remove, convict. What do you think they can get him impeached for? Like what's something that they could actually take to Congress or to the Senate and get him impeached? Because they've tried the first term.
He's deployed the military against civilians, for one, and he's a convicted rapist, so like the reality is that he should never have been able to run in the first place.
See, right now they're yelling impeach, convict, remove. Got a couple thousand. God bless you guys. Have a great rest of your day.
What are you with?
My name's Nick Shirley on YouTube.
I don't know you, but that's great for you. And I'm a fan of free speech, so
Amen.
whichever way you're swaying at this point in time, I'm down with it. Like, that's what America's about.
Amen. I agree. Well, God bless you guys. Have a great rest of your guys' day. All right, let's keep moving around here. There's some other crazy signs up there. Let's go try to find the handmaids.
2016 I made this. Before you were born.
Look at this guy. He's telling this kid, I made this sign in 2016 before you were born. He's all proud about his Stop Trump sign.
And the time is now, and tomorrow is too late.
Let's move on up to.
We must impeach. We must convict.
Let's go around. They have this big old JD one. And everyone in the chat right now, I have a question for you guys. Because today I put up the live stream, but I don't think very many people got notified about it. Did you guys get notified? Because when I started, there was like 10 people, near a couple thousand, so it was kind of weird. Yeah. Yeah, everyone says no, no. Some people did. Yeah, it's super strange. So if your channel notifications aren't turned on as well, I encourage that as well to do that. We got lots of live streams planned. Banana, Trump is ripe with corruption. Well, look, they have the people who organize this. Let's see what signs we can get today. Que se vaya Trump. What does que se vaya mean?
So sorry, those are ours. Thank you so much.
Oh, what does que se vaya mean? You speak Spanish? Wait, I wanted to see what. Can I get a shirt or something maybe?
No.
No? What if I donate to the cause? They ran out of flyers. Refusefascism.org. So they're out here today. 3 p.m.
This is a well-oiled machine of protesters. This is not their first rodeo, guys. Absolutely crazy. They have a full booth set up with tables, signs, pamphlets, flyers. Skipping ahead a bit here because the feed is low quality, not very good. We'll hop into this.
Our 8 protests. Sorry to interrupt, but would you guys mind moving out of this aisleway because this traffic needs to be able to move through here.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, God bless you. Have a good day. Can I have a flyer, please? Can I have a flyer, please? Thank you. Trump must go now. Surround the White House. They got a protest coming up on Monday, November 24th. Surround the White House. They've been protesting since Thursday. They're gonna go till today, stop on Sunday, and then on Monday, they are surrounding the White House. They got free waters, free snacks. Oh, are they having out free Mott's? Should we go, you guys, should we go talk more to the refusefascism.org people? They seem to get pretty flustered by my presence. The handmaids. Where are the rest of the handmaids at? And can you explain what the handmaid outfit means?
It's just resistance.
For the younger generations that didn't read the book?
Yeah, it's resistance. It's just making us making a statement about the current state of things. Because if you've seen Handmaid's Tale, then you know it's about like a dystopian future where women are basically enslaved.
Hey, just a heads up, he's a right-wing troll. He's going to cut up anything you say.
Oh, thanks.
It's live right now.
It's live right now, so.
Oh, well.
God bless you, and then she just flipped me off. How are you doing, ma'am? Having a great day out here? Quite the crowd.
Donald Trump.
What are you saying? Jeez, look at these. Come and talk to me. They just keep bouncing around. Same. Have a good day. How many more times can we flood DC?
What's up?
What is your guys' platform?
Thank you. YouTube, sir.
Right-wing shit.
Right-wing shit. Yeah, that's right.
I voted for Cornel West.
Dude, seen you before. Seen you a bunch of times.
Thank you.
And so I just wanted to send some love.
Oh, thank you. Some real love in person. We haven't got much love out here today so far, so
You
feels
guys live
good.
right now?
Yeah, we're live right now.
All right, right
What do you
on,
think
man.
about this protest right now? Everyone's saying resist, convict, impeach. Everyone thinks they're going to impeach Trump.
They're wrong. I mean, a bunch of things are wrong with that. You know, with the Epstein files. I mean, he's releasing them. He threw him in jail, so it's like there's a lot to be clarified with that.
Yeah, I'm super confused. I came out here, I was like, what are they going to be protesting today about? And it seems like the biggest thing that they're protesting, a lot of people, a lot of rage about the protest, is about Trump calling the reporter.
Oh, these people are so weird. Like they walk around him, and this isn't the first time I've seen it either. It happens in a lot of his videos. They just walk around and they take photos of him. So it's like it's a live stream. He's live on social media, constantly streaming. This is like a 2-hour stream. He uploads videos. It's like, what do you guys think you're going to accomplish with this? He's already a public figure. Like, get over yourself.
That they're protesting. A lot of people, a lot of rage about the protest is about Trump calling the reporter.
Gonna go post it on our Facebook group and fucking cry about him. I don't know. It's just so weird. These people are so deranged.
Piggy.
Yeah. Well, they say a lot of bad things about him, his family. They put him in danger. So, you know, some words. I mean, what's that gonna do? I couldn't even see the report. I have no idea who he was talking to. So.
That is true. They do say a lot of bad things about Trump. I've seen people even wish death upon him today.
Yes.
A lot of people are calling him a PDF. can't say the word on YouTube. PDF, the cult of predators. They call us all predators for following these guys. Quiet Piggy.
Piggy.
Yeah, so you think calling him Piggy is very offensive. Would you consider calling him Hitler offensive? Or a Nazi? Do you think that's offensive to us when you call us Nazis? And he calls you guys Piggy and you guys uproar about it. Do you not think that's offensive to call somebody a Nazi, ma'am? I don't think she wants to talk. She just wants to stand here. And do you think it's not offensive to call people who are men that have families and kids to call them predators? You don't find that offensive, ma'am? But you guys get really pissed off when he uses the word piggy. Isn't that true? Like they call us, what do they call us? They called me Nazis, they call people predators.
Beyond that, I've lost friendships just because differing opinions, and you know, you try to be acceptable to diversity and acceptance, but like, it doesn't really happen when it comes to politics. So I've lost friends over it, unfortunately. So even worse than names, it's like friendships.
Yeah, that's very true, right?
It used to mean something, yeah.
And it just gets people really in an uproar when someone uses the word like piggy, and they got really quick on that Photoshop. AI is working wonders out here. I mean, we got a lady dressed up as a clown as a pig. Elect a clown, expect a circus.
That's what happens when you don't have a job, right? You have a lot of free time.
A lot of free time, true that.
Yeah, man. Dude, is it okay if we get a selfie?
Yeah, of course.
Want me to take it? I'll take it.
Sure, bro.
1, 2, 3.
You getting a photo right here real quick?
That's how the Zoomers do it, right?
Cool,
Upside
yeah.
down.
Fire, fire. Mrs. Clown Piggy, how are you doing? We had to talk to you. We saw you were dressed up as a clown and a pig at the same time. Nice to meet you, man. Elect a clown, expect a circus. You're the circus pig.
Absolutely.
All right, let's keep moving on. That does bring up a good point. Trump calls the lady Piggy, they freak out. Meanwhile, they not only call him a Nazi, they call you a Nazi. They call you.
They call everybody that, and then they dress up like absolute fools. They all look like absolute losers walking around here. Like, there's no other way to put it. It's just hilarious.
Other crazy stuff that I can't even say on YouTube because I'm worried they'll censor it. Let's move along over to this side over here. Thank you, Barnacus, for becoming a member as well. We're going to be doing a members only live stream today as well. Look at this over here. Geez, some of these old people, they really just get after it with their hands once they get to a ripe old age and they're able to build some crafts. Look at this one. We got Flying Eagle with graft on it.
What the hell is going on here?
That eagle, look at this eagle right here, everybody. We got Abe Lincoln in here. George Washington. Hey, thank you very much, Bradley, for becoming a member.
There's a lot of characters out there. All right, we are currently 3 minutes out from question period, and then roughly 15 minutes of statements by members. We'll be getting into question period very, very shortly.
Miss, the clown pig's coming after her. Now everyone's singing. They're saying, we're gonna let him keep in, talking, walking on freedom's ground. Wow! Bravo, bravo! Bravo, bravo, bravo! Woo woo! Yay, they did such a good job, didn't they? Look at their beautiful outfits.
Sing! Come on, sing!
Yeah, you want to sing and dance.
I do.
Ooh, you got those wiggly hips, huh?
I didn't know you were recording.
Oh, we're just live streaming. We're just talking to everybody out here.
I'm not sick. I just have a
So,
from cancer years ago.
Oh.
But I want to dance for the Democrats.
yeah, dance for the Democrats. That's a good slogan. Dance for the Democrats.
Because we're on the side that's going to protect us.
Yeah, that's very cool. I'm not with them. No, we're just live streaming out here today, talking to people. She's a Quaker. She's ready to dance for the Democrats.
No,
What, can you show us a little dance for the Democrats? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh yeah, we all gotta dance. It takes two to tango. Takes two to tango. What, man? What do you think about this dance, though?
Nope, that's a Trump.
Not that one, right? We don't want to do that one here. You gotta wiggle the hips right there. God bless you, man.
Just wild.
Thank you, Whiskey Bravo. Thank you, Bradley Cook. Thank you. Someone says congrats on the Citizen Journalist of the Year award. Nick, it's well deserved, and there was no better person it could have an award to. Thank you very much, you guys. That's all because of you guys. And thank you, Nino, as well. Dang, look at this one. That lady's always at every single protest I've ever been to. She's always here. She's a certified paid protester. That was pretty great, wiggling the hips, that lady right there. God bless that lady.
Well, you know, there are some other things in there, and
Oh, what's up? Hi, Haley. Wait, hold up. They're saying the sound's off. Hold up. Sound's off? 1 sec.
No, it's still good. The mic itself is giving me levels.
It just happened. Sound good?
Getting levels.
All right, sound is back. All right, perfect.
Alexa!
Testing. All right. I think we're good now.
They said the sound is always good.
All right, you guys, we're gonna keep moving through here. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
Wow, look at that one. He had everything. All right, I think we're good now, everybody. Sorry about that. What's your sign say right here? What is it? Drop kick Trump. Jeez, everyone doesn't like Trump out here, huh? Yeah. I got red on. Uh-oh.
Union brother.
Union brother. Nice. God bless you, man. Have a great day out here. Drop kick Trump. We got the Cheeseheads out here. We got some Packer fans. Great to be here, all the way from Wisconsin?
You bet.
Geez, how long was the drive, or did you guys fly into for this?
No, we drove.
You drove?
2 days.
Just for this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's quite amazing, quite the travel to come out.
Where are you guys from?
This is the good.
I could not imagine driving days to go protest. You could do so much with your time, and you go to protest. The CPAC site is having a lot of issues right now.
And reminds us that.
Okay, now it's working. It was down for like 5 minutes. It wasn't working. The government doesn't want us to watch question period today, ladies and gentlemen.
Trouble we're supposed to be doing.
Oh, I'm from the Midwest.
What's the fastest picking?
I'm from the Midwest. Whereabouts? Over near Idaho area.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, we got the...
What are you doing today?
Freedom Loving Cheeseheads.
Yeah, the Freedom Loving Cheeseheads. How do you guys feel about the Packers?
We love them.
Well, are they doing good this year? Or?
They're so-so.
I used to like Clay Matthews.
Yeah.
I had a fat head of Clay Matthews in my room when I was growing up. I was a big football player. And then Aaron Rodgers. His career's kind of gone down to the left Packers.
Right.
But from Wisconsin, what are the people saying in Wisconsin about what Trump's doing?
Oh, of course she doesn't like Aaron Rodgers. That's because he's not a leftist. All right, I'm going to skip ahead here because it's really low quality.
It's all about what you do, not how much money you have. And like, I agree, some of the people do the wrong stuff. Trump might be one of them, but out here doing this to make yourself feel good isn't going to do anything. So
yeah, no,
make
the
yourself
whole
like
rich
that.
not going to heaven is kind of crazy. She just said it's harder for the rich to go through because of the pride and
the
everything that
funniest
takes
thing
place
about
once
that
you do get money.
is the people that are saying that are the most degenerate people in the world, and they don't have any values. They're going to get them into heaven either. So who should I listen to? Who should I listen to? You know, the person that's dressed like that, dancing around like that, or someone who actually lives it and believes in that stuff. So
that is facts, actually,
right? It's just a clown show out here.
Because I mean, Jesus would speak to me. He'd want to have a civil conversation, not be yelling.
She plays her loud rap music and walks around and acts a fool. But you know, there's people out here who want actual conversations. They're not doing this stuff, so it is what it is. And they're not wearing, you know, Call of Duty masks and carrying batons around either. Those are the worst type of people.
Would you like to debate somebody? If I
Not
set
really,
one up?
no. That's not my thing. I mean, I didn't come here for this. I came here we were on a run, but you know,
Okay, I'll let you guys get back to your run.
I love what you
but
do.
I can tell you're sharp and smart wits. I was like, maybe we'll throw them into a little debate.
It's just it's comical to me, but you know, I don't like to get confrontational.
Yeah, me neither. But I'll
Trust
stand
me.
on business when businesses need to be
for
when
sure,
business needs to be stood
I've
on.
seen you around a lot, and you're killing it. So
we're
you're making good content out of people.
We're almost at 1 million subscribers, so if
Yeah,
you're watching this
yeah,
and you're not
subscribe,
subscribed,
man,
we got to get to
subscribe.
1 million.
Yeah.
God bless you guys. Have a good one. Now we got Frozen. Good work, man.
Publish your video.
It's published. It's published right now, man. It's published right now. Actually, we're talking to people, and your music's not gonna stop us from getting it published. We're just gonna move away so it doesn't get copyrighted. Oh, do you want to keep running? I can run really far, Unicorn. Okay, follow me. Keep following me. Come on. Try to keep up. She ain't gonna be able to keep up. Jeez, now we got the Frozen coming on. Jeez. Alrighty. How are you guys doing? She's singing Frozen. What do you think George Washington would have listened to back in the day? Nothing, George? Jeez, listen to this Frozen. Is this a good one? Oh, look at this unicorn going. Hey, at least we're making her work out. Letting her get those steps.
Dude, this is the average Democrat, the average Kamala Harris, Joe Biden supporter. Just wild, wacky times. All right, guys, we're going to switch gears and head over to question period. Here we go.
Jail, not bail act. Anything less is a choice. Either stand with the criminals or to prioritize community safety.
Here, here.
The Honourable Member for Le Pays d'en Haut. Mr. Speaker, I rise today to honour Mr. André Jeunesse for his 35 years of community service. André was born in North Wentworth in the Pays d'en Haut. He has spent his life serving all the citizens in his community. In addition to his municipal career, he has been a youth centre educator and has even taken in several children with his wife Lise when these young people had no home or hope. Elected as a municipal councillor in 1990, he then served 6 terms as mayor of Wentworth North and 2 terms as prefect, elected by universal vote of the MRC des Pays d'en Haut from 2017 to 2025. He also represented his municipalities. André has successfully completed several major projects during his career, but I remain convinced that the sports centre is the one he is most proud of. He was able to rally 9 municipalities around a $45 million collective project, and this will be his legacy for future generations. After 35 years, the 2nd of November was his last day as an elected official, and I would like to wish you, my friend André, on my own behalf and on behalf of all the members of this House, a happy retirement. Thank you.
The Honourable Member for Red Deer.
Mr. Speaker, big news for Red Deer as the 51st IIHF World Junior Championships are returning to Alberta. The World Junior isn't just a hockey tournament, it's where legends are born. Sid the Kid, Connor McDavid, the next generation of superstars. These young talents light up the ice. The last time Red Deer hosted was all the way back in 1995, and Canada won gold. Now, over 30 years later, we're bringing hockey back to the heartland to chase gold. 14 thrilling games will be played at the Marchant Crane Centrium. So let's pack the stands in red and white, cheer on Team Canada, and show the world our Central Alberta hospitality. I know our boys will battle it out, skate fast, shoot hard. The future of hockey is coming to Red Deer. See you at the rink in 2027. Go Canada, go!
The Honourable Member for Surrey Newton.
Mr. Speaker, today marks the 350th anniversary of the martyrdom of 9th Sikh Guru, Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji, a towering figure not only in the Sikh history, but in the history of humanity. His supreme sacrifice to defend freedom of conscience and to protect the rights of those persecuted is a timeless lesson in moral courage. Long before the world spoke of the universal human rights, Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji stood firmly for equality.
I honestly have no idea what he's saying.
Solidarity. His legacy is a reminder that the strength of Canada is rooted in these very values. Today we honor his memory and we reaffirm our commitment to safeguarding human rights and religious freedom for all.
The honourable member for Peace River, Westlock.
Speaker, as the MP for the honey capital of Canada, I'm pleased to rise today to celebrate Canada's bees and their beekeepers. Canada's beekeeping industry operates over 800,000 colonies, pollinating 75% of our food and feed crops. From wild blueberries in Cape Breton to the yellow canola seeds of Peace River country to the apple orchards of BC and Quebec, the map that we eat is drawn by the mighty bee. These tiny marvels with their tireless buzz carry tomorrow's harvest through the skies. And when winter bites, and when faced with habitat loss and varroa mites, Canada's 10,000 beekeepers rise to the occasion with skill, grit, determination to deliver the world's best tasting honey and food on our table. Every jar of honey is a small victory, every pollinated field a bountiful blessing, and every beekeeper a patriot in a veil. To our beekeepers here today, the quiet backbone of our food security, and on behalf of a grateful nation, we thank you.
The Honourable Member for Drummond. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We learnt the death of the great journalist Madeleine Poulin, who did not initially intend to pursue a career in journalism. She wanted to teach, and that's what she did, Mr. Speaker. Through her professionalism, she ensured that generations of Quebecers and Francophone individuals across Canada were better educated on social issues, politics, and current events in general. In short, she helped make us all better Quebecers and Canadians, better informed and better equipped to participate in democratic life. Through her rigour, she raised the bar for all information broadcasting professionals in television, radio, and newspaper. Through her determination, she has inspired dozens of women to enter the demanding world of journalism, just as she herself was inspired by the great Judith Jasmin, with whom she now shares the title of pioneer. Through her example, Madeleine Poulin has taught us to remain curious, to respect the facts, and protect trusted information sources. You will continue to inspire not only women, but all those who want to become journalists with passion, just like you. Thank you.
The honourable member for Burnaby Central.
Bonjour, Président. On November 25th, we observe the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women, a reminder that gender-based violence continues to threaten women, girls, and gender-diverse people across Canada. And on November 27th, we mark the 8th anniversary of the historical apology delivered to the 2 LGBTQI+ Canadians, an affirmation that equality, dignity, and inclusion must guide us always. Budget 2025 turns the promise into action, with over $660 million over 5 years to advance women's equality, support the 2 LGBTQI+ Canadians, and expand Canada's fight against gender-based violence. To Emma, an openly queer student from Burnaby Central who wrote me, urging that we keep fighting for the most vulnerable who still face discrimination and harassment simply because of who they are. On this side of the House, we hear you, we see you, and we'll defend your rights every single day. Merci.
Hear, hear.
The honourable member for Battleford, Lloydminster, Meadow Lake.
Mr. Speaker, this Liberal government is the most expensive government in Canadian history. Every dollar this Prime Minister spends comes out of the pockets of Canadians, and they are the ones driving up the cost of everything. Food prices are up 3.4% this year, and they are rising 40% faster here than in the United States. Canadians can't stretch their paychecks any further. Parents are struggling just to put food on the table, and food insecurity has reached truly alarming levels. But when the Liberals had a chance to lower food costs, they refused. Instead, the Prime Minister is pouring fuel on the fire with the deficit of $78 billion. And he is hiking the industrial carbon tax, yet another hidden food tax. These increased input costs make groceries even more expensive for Canadians. It's time to scrap the hidden taxes, and make groceries affordable again.
The honourable member for Victoria.
Mr. Speaker, I rise today to acknowledge the passing of one of Canada's great military historians, my stepfather, Donald Edmund Graves. Don served as a military historian with the Government of Canada before later founding his own firm and advising governments, private organizations, and filmmakers in Britain and North America. He was the author or editor of nearly 24 books on many topics, but his greatest passion was the War of 1812. As Canada's leading expert on that conflict that defined our country so early on, Don advised the US, Canadian, and British governments on the war's bicentennial celebrations in 2012. From Don, I learned a love of history and strategy, as well as deep respect for the women and men who wear Canada's uniform. I also gained a lifelong appreciation for the importance of good friends, country living, and a family dog. It is fitting that such a great military historian died on Remembrance Day, Mr. Speaker. And today I extend my condolences to Don's son Matthew, his extended family, friends, and colleagues in the military history community. His contributions will be missed, but never forgotten.
The honourable member for Dufferin-Caledon.
It's always a good day to be Brookfield, the Prime Minister's former company under this Liberal government. The latest treat, a $500 million contract for the European Space Agency to create good-paying jobs in Europe. But it gets better. The 50% of the campus, the Harwell campus, where the European Space Agency is located, is owned by Brookfield. And let's not forget, Brookfield is Canada's #1 tax dodger. Through various shell corporations in the Caribbean, they avoided paying $6.5 billion in taxes. Meanwhile, 2.2 million Canadians line up at food banks every single month, and the unemployment rate is 6.9%. This government's answer? Let's make Brookfield richer. Well, I can tell you this. Conservatives will not stop. Every single day we will expose this kind of corruption, and every single day we will fight to make sure it stops.
The honourable member for La Prairie Atakaton. Mr. Speaker, I'd like to pay tribute to two women who have left their mark on municipal life in my riding of La Prairie Atakaton. Elected as city councillor in Sainte Catherine in 1990, Ms. Jocelyne Bates was subsequently elected mayor for 31 consecutive years. She was also the first woman to hold the position of prefect of the Roussillon RCM. As for Ms. Lise Poisson, after serving as a councillor for the city of Saint-Mathieu for 10 years, she went on to become its mayor for 2 decades. Both women represent public service at its finest, selfless, ever-present, consistent, legendary generosity, and unfailing honesty. Both have helped their towns grow into harmonious, Greece, and inclusive places. Mr. Speaker, on behalf of myself and all the people of La Prairie Atakaton, I would like to thank Jocelyne and Lise for their dedication, vision, and service. Sainte Catherine and Saint-Mathieu owe them a great deal.
The honourable member for Elmwood Transcona.
Mr. Speaker, the Prime Minister campaigned on the concerns of Canadians regarding the trade war with the United States. The Prime Minister even billed himself as a so-called master negotiator who would secure a deal with President Trump by July 21st of this year. When asked this past weekend about the progress of the trade negotiations, he replied, "Who cares?" Well, Mr. Speaker, I care, and the hardworking men and women of Elmwood Transcona care. We have seen tons of good-paying Canadian jobs flee to the United States following Trump's tariff threats. Is this Prime Minister prepared to look workers in the eye and tell them he does not care about their livelihoods? Canadians deserve a more urgent approach at the negotiating table, and I urge the Prime Minister to take these trade negotiations seriously and stand up for Canada. Conservatives, stand ready to deal with President Trump and take the trade war seriously, because we do care about Canadians.
The honourable member for New Westminster, Burnaby-Meliorville.
Mr. Speaker, young people will build our future. We need them to. We don't have an option. Our country will be relying on them, so it's critical that they've got the support that they need. To the young Canadians, your voice matters and you are valued. I encourage you to be clear and organized about your priorities and become a leader in an area you're passionate about. Young generation brings a refreshing perspective to politics, and I'm happy that today we're joined by members of the Young Politicians of Canada who play an important role in shaping youth-centered policy around the world. The House of Commons represents all Canadians, and that means it needs to represent young people and the problems that they face, whether that's working towards home ownership, addressing climate change, supporting higher education, or navigating how AI will affect our world. These are concerns that are critical to address if we want to see our new generation thrive. Thank you.
Oral questions.
All right, here we go. Question period.
The Prime Minister was elected on a platform where he said that American tariffs were an existential threat to Canada. But nonetheless, this weekend, journalists asked him if negotiations are continuing. And he said, who cares? He said, who cares? I don't care. He doesn't seem to care about aluminum sector or forestry workers. Is that really the message he wants to send to Quebec workers, that he doesn't care? The Honourable Government House Leader. Mr. Speaker, last week, the member for Prince George Peace River Northern Rockies took up MAGA accusations stating that immigrants slowed down the Canadian economy. I think Canadians deserve to know if the leader of the opposition approves of those comments. Mr. Speaker, my question was for the Prime Minister, who is here in Ottawa, who said yesterday, when asked about jobs for people in aluminum, steel, forestry, and many other sectors who are suffering because of the Prime Minister's failures and his broken promises. And he said, who cares? How is it that the Prime Minister doesn't care about the fact that people are losing their jobs in Beauce, in the Saguenay, and elsewhere in Canada because of his failures? How is it that all he had to say was ask, who cares? The Honourable Government House Leader. Speaking of serious matters, Mr. Speaker.
In English. Last week, the member for Prince George, Peace River, Northern Rockies repeated MAGA claims that immigration and immigrants are a drag on the Canadian economy. I think Canadians want to know from the Leader of the Opposition.
Not from the top, but let's take a little pause and let the noise level drop a bit, and may the House Leader may continue.
So the member said, repeated MAGA claims that immigrants are a drag on our economy. I think Canadians want to know whether the Leader of the Opposition approves this kind of language, and will he sanction the member, yes or no?
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Mr. Speaker, the Prime Minister claimed during the last election that the U.S. tariffs were an existential crisis, and I quote, requiring that he immediately be elected to, quote, negotiate a win and get a deal by July 21st. Well, a few days ago, he was asked about the state of those negotiations, and he said there are no issues of importance to discuss. In fact, he said, who cares? Mr. Speaker, we care. We care about the workers who've lost their jobs and don't have paychecks to make their mortgage payments. Why doesn't he care?
The Honourable Government House Leader.
Monsieur le Président, on trouve un peu que ça dérape.
Mr. Speaker, things are getting out of hand on the other side of the House.
Repeating of these MAGA claims came in the wake of the member for Calgary, Midnapore, questioning the Prime Minister's loyalty to Canada. I think we can all agree that those are comments that no Canadian can take seriously. My question is, does the Leader of the Opposition take them seriously? If he doesn't, which he must surely not, would he tell the House and would he tell his member to apologize for those comments?
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Mr. Speaker, the Prime Minister already apologized to President Trump.
Yes,
It was one of the many areas where he backed down and capitulated after claiming that he would be elbows up. He promised he'd have a deal by July 21st. No deal. Promised to negotiate a win. No wins. Mr. Speaker, he promised elbows up. Elbows are gone. And now, when he's asked about the state of the talks, he says, who cares? Why should he care? Days after he met with the president, Brookfield got an $80 billion contract with the White House. Is that really what he cares about? Does he not care about the hard-working Canadians that are counting on him to keep his promise?
The Honourable Government House Leader.
Bien sûr que le Premier ministre se soucie.
Of course, the Prime Minister cares about the well-being of Canadians, our workers and industries. And that is why we are carrying out constructive negotiations with the U.S. But, Mr. Speaker, things are getting out of hand on the other side. The member for Calgary-Midnapore, even this very morning, was questioning whether the Prime Minister is loyal to Canada. Can the leader of the official opposition sanction her for her comments? Or does he agree?
Prime Minister, who said, who cares? When he was asked just over the weekend about the failure to keep his promises on trade since he took office. Not only has he failed to get the promised deal, but American tariffs on aluminum, autos, and steel have doubled. On forestry communities, they have tripled. The Prime Minister says, who cares? All of us on this side of the House care about the communities that are being emptied out in our forestry, the steel workers in Hamilton who don't have jobs to pay their mortgages. We care about those people. Why doesn't he?
The Honourable Minister responsible for Canada-U.S. trade relations.
Mr. Speaker, just because the Leader of the Opposition keeps repeating the same line over and over again doesn't make it real. Mr. Speaker, the Leader of the Opposition knows very well that our government was elected to defend Canadian workers and the Canadian economy. That's exactly what we did in a budget that was tabled in this House of Commons. The opposition decided not to support Canadian workers and provinces and territories and sectors under attack by unfair American tariffs. Mr. Speaker, we're going to continue to support Canadian workers and the Canadian economy and negotiate a deal with the United States.
Which you haven't done.
And negotiate a deal with the United States, he repeats the same promise that the Prime Minister has been breaking for the last 8 months. He said he would have a deal by July 21st, no deal. He said he'd negotiate a win, no win. He said he wouldn't back down. All he's done is back down. He said he'd be elbows up. His elbows are missing. And now when he's asked about the fate of these thousands of jobs that rely on him keeping his word, he says, who cares? Isn't it clear by now that even days after he met the president, only Brookfield got the $80 billion deal? Is that what he meant when he promised he'd negotiate a win?
Right. Honorable Ministre des Finances.
Mr. Speaker, we care so much that...
On va recommencer là parce qu'on entend.
Let's start over. I can't hear anything. Let's just take a moment here. We'll let people calm down. The Honourable Minister of Finance.
Mr. Speaker, it's only Monday. Look at how excited they are because they know there's good news in the budget, Mr. Speaker. That's what I see. Mr. Speaker, there's enough good news to go to Regina, to go to Winnipeg, to go to Moose Jaw, because you know what, Mr. Speaker? The people in Winnipeg understand you need to invest in infrastructure. The people in Moose Jaw understand you need to invest in our military. The people in Regina understand we need to invest in housing, Mr. Speaker. Canadians understand that we need to invest in this country. On this side of this house, we will always fight for Canadians because every day is a good day to fight for Canadians.
L'honorable député de Belleuil.
The Honourable Member for Belleuil-Chambly. Mr. Speaker, I learned with shock that during his trip to the United Arab Emirates, the Prime Minister of Canada gave up on the idea that Canadian diplomacy and international relations are feminist. Will this government confirm today that gender equality is no longer a value promoted by Canada? Because I can state that gender equality is a Quebec value.
Secrétaire parlementaire à la ministre des Affaires étrangères.
L'engagement du Canada envers l'autonomisation des femmes et des filles, la réalisation de l'égalité des sexes, la condamnation de toutes les formes de discrimination et l'élimination de la violence sexiste est inébranlable. Cela ne changera jamais. Comme la ministre l'a souligné dans son discours.
Dû à l'interprétation, est-ce que...
Apologies from the interpreter. The microphone was off. Interpretation will now resume. It's working now. Yes, it's working now. Let's start over from the beginning. Mr. Speaker, let me be very clear. Canada's commitment to women's and girls' empowerment, supporting gender equality, condemning all forms of discrimination, and eliminating sexist violence, our commitment to that is unshakable, and that will never change. As the minister stated in her speech at the UN, Canada's foreign policy will be guided by three principles: defense and security, economic sovereignty, and our values. Speaking of values, feminism is a fundamental value of our government and is a key portion of our foreign policy. The honourable member for Belleuil-Chambly.
Ça sent le loup.
Well, I see that there is a lot of discomfort on the other side of the House. I can see that the team on the other side is having to work very hard to do something about the gaffe committed by the Prime Minister. The idea that we need to fight for a better world, the dramatic weight of the message of what he said on the international stage, is this not rather a matter of pleasing the sexist regime in the UAE? The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary. Mr. Speaker, I just spoke about values. Feminism is a fundamental value of our government and a key portion of our foreign policy. As we continue to diversify our trade relationships, and as we continue to create opportunities for our workers, the Prime Minister has restated his commitment to fighting sexist violence and inequality, both within Canada and abroad. Thank you. The Honourable Member for Belleuil-Chambly. Mr. Speaker, this is the art of speaking out of both sides of your mouth. We get the occasional remark about supporting feminist values, but actually, internationally, the message is that Canada no longer cares about gender equality. And as though by coincidence, that's at the very time when the Prime Minister is hoping to receive tens of billions of dollars from the United Arab Emirates. How can that be explained? The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary. Mr. Speaker, I'm trying to be very, very clear. Canada's commitment to the empowerment of women and girls, the realization of gender equality, condemning all forms of discrimination and eliminating sexist violence is an unshakable commitment, and that will never change. As the minister stated at the UN, and I mentioned this earlier, Canada's foreign policy will be guided by three principles, including values. And speaking of values, as I said, feminism is a key value of our foreign policy.
Honourable Member for Oxford.
The Prime Minister said he was a master negotiator and looked our auto workers in the eyes, promising a deal with the U.S. But now that he's failing, he's shrugging it off, saying, it doesn't matter. Who cares? And it's not a burning issue. Well, he's wrong, because it is a burning issue for Denise, an auto worker in Oxford who is losing her job, and thousands of others who don't know how they'll make ends meet. So why doesn't the Prime Minister care about the same jobs he promised he would protect?
Yeah, way to go. The Honourable Minister responsible for Canada-US trade.
Mr. Speaker, this government is actively involved with the sectors of the economy that are facing the most pressure from the unjustified 232 tariffs. This includes, obviously, auto workers. It includes workers in the steel and aluminum industries and the softwood lumber industry. Mr. Speaker, we've already taken steps to support those workers and those businesses. My colleagues should be excited that there's more good news coming in our government's effort to support those industries as we navigate through a trade circumstance that Canada didn't create, and we're not going to sign any deal like the Leader of the Opposition.
The honourable member for Oxford.
He's actively doing absolutely nothing for our workers. The Prime Minister literally campaigned on getting a deal with the U.S., but now since he's failing, he's brushing it off. He says, who cares, Mr. Speaker? Well, the thousands of auto workers who are losing their jobs, they care. The tens of thousands of spin-off workers who won't be able to pay their bills, pay their mortgage, feed their families, they care. Canadians do care, Mr. Speaker. So how can the Prime Minister look these workers in the eyes and tell them that their livelihoods aren't a burning issue?
That's right.
The Honourable Minister of Jobs and Family.
Mr. Speaker, it's pretty rich for the member opposite to say that he cares about people like Denise, workers who are benefiting from work sharing, Mr. Speaker, supporting the very auto employers that he speaks about, Mr. Speaker, to retain a skilled workforce. Guess what? They voted against Denise, Mr. Speaker. They voted against Canadians who are benefiting from the measures, not just in Budget 2025, but that we've put into place since this attack on our economy. And Mr. Speaker, let me be clear, we'll be with workers like Denise. These guys are voting against them every day.
The honourable member for Windsor West.
Mr. Speaker, the Prime Minister promised a U.S. trade deal by the 21st of July. He called himself a master negotiator. He failed. And now he says he doesn't have a burning issue to talk to the U.S. President. Meanwhile, Windsor auto workers at Stellantis, Ford, and the small businesses that supply them have a real burning issue with layoffs, shifts being cut, and a Christmas full of worry. Will the Prime Minister look these workers in the eye and tell them their jobs and their kids' futures are not a burning issue for him?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Industry.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As the honourable member knows, this government, the Minister of Industry, and all of us on this side are fighting every day for those jobs in Windsor and across southwestern Ontario. I want to quote from the Mayor of St. Thomas, Joe Preston. This mayor can't stop smiling. Generations in the future can stay here, have a job that pays well enough to buy a home in St. Thomas and become part of a really vibrant community. That's thanks to new investments that are being made in the sector in St. Thomas and across southwestern Ontario.
The honourable member for Windsor West.
Mr. Speaker, Canadians are sick of waiting. Windsor has one of the highest unemployment rates in the country. Families are worried about bills, factories being idled, and a real trade war. Okay? But the Prime Minister himself said, who cares? And, well, Conservatives care. Windsorites care. So when will this Prime Minister treat Windsor workers like their jobs matter and take urgent action to protect their paychecks and their families? For once and...
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The urgent action comes from actually building the kinds of vehicles and the kinds of batteries and the kinds of equipment that Canadians increasingly are investing in. That's why we have the Gigafactory in southwestern Ontario. We have the Nexstar plant, which is manufacturing, as we speak, batteries for the very vibrant economy in this part of in this sector, and we look forward to the honourable member coming on board with that.
Hear, hear.
Honourable member for Caribou Prince George.
The Prime Minister was asked when he last spoken with President Trump over the ongoing trade negotiations. He literally looked in the camera and said, who cares?
Unbelievable.
It doesn't matter, not a burning issue. Let me tell you who cares. The over 3,000 forestry workers in Caribou Prince George that are out of work. The communities that are being crushed by the softwood tariffs. Communities where jobs are disappearing and mills are closing. Families are paying the price for his failure. And the Prime Minister says, who cares? When will the Prime Minister start fighting for the workers he's abandoned?
The Honourable Minister of Natural Resources.
Mr. Speaker, good news. We will be announcing additional supports for the forestry sector in the coming days.
We've already announced $1.2 billion in supports for the industry. We're working hard. We're talking with the industry every day. I will be speaking with the leaders of the industry again tonight, and we will have a new set of supports by the end of the week, Mr. Speaker.
Excellent. Excellent. Member for Caribou, Prince George.
More supports. More supports. More supports. They don't want charity. They want their jobs.
Yeah!
Literally said he doesn't care and it doesn't matter. Are you kidding me?
Right.
Seriously. Over 30 mills have closed in the province of British Columbia. 14 in mine. You know who cares and who matters? Little Lucas, 10 years old in 100 Mile Elementary School, when he couldn't hold back the tears and was talking about his family that lost their jobs. Why doesn't the Prime Minister fly to my riding and tell his family, look them in the eyes and tell them they don't matter?
Right. Exactly. The Honourable Minister.
Speaker, like Lucas, I lived in a forestry town. I know what it feels like. I know how important these workers are. That's why we've announced $1.2 billion in support. That's why we're meeting with the leaders of the industry today, and that's why we'll be announcing another set of supports for the industry later this week. We have a trade war, Mr. Speaker. He should wake up.
Who cares? The Honourable Member for Quebec, Mactaquac.
Mr. Speaker, the Prime Minister once said he was a master negotiator who could secure a deal with President Trump by July. He failed and now shrugs it off, saying who cares, and that he doesn't have a burning issue to speak with the President about. Well, I can help him. New Brunswickers care because 93% of our exports go to the U.S. The longer this issue goes unresolved, the more uncertainty there is for New Brunswick's forestry workers. You tell that to the people who live in Florenceville, Bristol, or in Plaster Rock, or in Nakawik. They certainly do care, and they want a government that responds. When will the Prime Minister secure a resolution and meet with our closest neighbor?
The Honourable Minister responsible for Canada-U.S. trade.
Mr. Speaker, it might be useful to remind our colleague from New Brunswick that this government had been engaged in constructive and extensive negotiations with the American administration, and we were pursuing a deal that we believed would be in the interests of Canadian workers and the Canadian economy and the Americans as well. Mr. Speaker, President Trump decided to suspend those negotiations, and while he did that, Mr. Speaker, is my colleague suggesting that the government do nothing to support those very workers he talked about? Good news. We're not going to do that. We're going to support those workers and stand up for those industries.
L'honorable député de Montcalm.
The Honourable Member for Montcalm. Mr. Speaker, let's talk about Brookfield, the Prime Minister's company that he still holds shares of within a blind trust. The Ethics Commissioner created an ethics screen for the Prime Minister, which is managed by one of his advisors, Michael Sabia, who also held Brookfield shares but sold them to protect his Prime Minister. So if Mr. Sabia could sell his shares to protect the Prime Minister from any hint of a conflict of interest, why can't the Prime Minister do the same? The Honourable Government House Leader. Mr. Speaker, as my colleague knows very well, parliamentarians and upper officials have some of the strictest ethics rules in the world. The Prime Minister has always met all the rules, as we all have, and will continue to do so.
Yeah, nobody believes
the
that.
Honourable Member for Montcalm. Mr. Speaker, the highest position of government requires the highest level of transparency. As long as the Prime Minister is both a shareholder and a decision maker, there will be concerns. For example, in October 2024, the Prime Minister contributed to moving the headquarters of Brookfield from Toronto to New York, and 7 months later at the G7, he announced that companies headquartered in the U.S. would no longer have to pay the global minimum 15% tax to fight tax avoidance. How much money did the Prime Minister let Brookfield save, money which didn't end up being gathered for the public coffers? The Honourable Government House Leader. Mr. Speaker, the Prime Minister has been following one of the strictest ethics codes in the world, so he's not doing anything for Brookfield by definition. The honourable member for Chicoutimi-Le-Fjord. We should remember that during the campaign, the Prime Minister said he was a great negotiator who was going to get rid of the tariffs before July 21st. But now it's the 24th of November, and the negotiations are completely stuck. And then, when asked if there were more negotiations, he said, who cares? He said that there were no urgent issues. But aluminum sector workers do care. Can the Prime Minister look at them straight in the eyes and tell them that their job doesn't matter and no one cares about it? The Honourable Minister responsible for Canada-US trade. Mr. Speaker, once again, my colleague knows very well that our government cares deeply about taking all necessary measures to protect the aluminum industry, aluminum workers, and other sectors that we named a few moments ago. As he knows, President Trump decided to suspend negotiations. Even though, from our perspective, these negotiations would have allowed us to reach an agreement that would have been in the interests of these workers. So as long as the U.S. refuses to negotiate, we will be there to protect those industries. The honourable member. Mr. Speaker, since the arrival of this Prime Minister, not only have aluminum tariffs remained in place, but in fact they've doubled. Quebec produces 90% of Canadian aluminum. And in my region, in the Saguenay-Lac-Saint-Jean, 30,000 direct and indirect jobs depend on that sector. Those workers need these paychecks to house and feed themselves. How is it that the Prime Minister says that he doesn't care?
To the Minister of Industry.
Merci, Monsieur le Président.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As my colleague knows very well, we have been fighting these tariffs with our Strategic Response Fund. We also have our Canadian procurement strategy,
AKA taxpayers' dollars,
to support these sectors and use their products in national interest projects. And we hope that on the other side of the House, they will support us.
The honourable member for Hamilton East, Stony Creek.
When the Prime Minister was asked this weekend whether he had spoken to Trump about trade, his response was, who cares? And it's not a burning issue. Well, I can tell you who does care. Conservatives care, and so do the thousands of Hamilton steel workers and manufacturing workers that go to bed every night wondering if they'll have a job in the morning. How can the Prime Minister look at Hamilton steelworkers in the eye and tell them that their job security isn't a burning issue?
The Honourable Minister of Jobs and Families.
Well, I think, Mr. Speaker, the steelworkers would be pretty disappointed if they knew that that Conservative member of Parliament keeps fighting against the very measures that this government is putting in place to save our steel sector, Mr. Speaker. I was at Algoma Steel just a few months ago working with that company and its workers to make sure they have the liquidity so that they can find new markets, protect those jobs, ensure their workers are trained and attached to the workforce. These are concepts these Conservatives can't even understand, Mr. Speaker, because they keep voting against the very people that sent them here.
The honourable member for Hamilton East, Stony Creek.
Mr. Speaker, that is a 30-second admission of guilt and failure on this government. A response of who cares is a terrible attempt to downplay the important trade deal, how important a trade deal is for Canadian steel and manufacturing. The steel workers of Hamilton want an answer. They want a deal where they give them job security, pay their bills, and feed their families. A deal that was promised to them July 21st. So on behalf of the Canadian steel and manufacturing workers, when will the Prime Minister deliver on his promise and get a deal done?
The Honourable Secretary of State for Labour.
Mr. Speaker, I've met with workers from Ingersoll, forestry workers in BC, and I've met with steel workers in that member's riding. Our message is consistent. We'll be there for workers. We'll be there for their families. My question for the member is, why did he vote against the budget? The budget provides supports for all of these industries, but they like to come in here, perform for the camera, Mr. Speaker, but we're doing the work. We're going to defend our country.
Honourable member for Regina Luban.
These Liberals think Canadians should be satisfied with begging for scraps from their table. This Prime Minister said he'd be a master negotiator. He said he'd get a deal done with Trump by July 21st. He failed. Now he says, who cares? There is no burning issue. Well, Conservatives care, and so do the members of USW 5890. They're the hardworking men at Interpro Steel in Regina, and they care about their jobs. So how can this Prime Minister look them in the eye and say their jobs that feed their family aren't a burning issue?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Industry.
We're going to defend our workers by having a $5 billion strategic response fund.
That's right.
That party voted against that.
That's
We're
right.
going to defend our workers by having a Buy Canadian policy, the most ambitious Buy Canadian policy on record. This party opposed that. We're always going to be there for our workers.
Garbage
The question is
policies.
that party going to be on their side?
Band-Aid fixes for a major problem.
Canadians support our efforts to diversify Canadian trade. That's why our government is on a mission to double non-U.S. exports over the next decade and to unleash $1 trillion in new investments in Canada. Because every door that the Prime Minister opens means more opportunities for the businesses in my riding to reach new markets, grow their business, and create jobs in Sudbury. Can the Minister of International Trade update Canadians on the landmark investments delivered by the Prime Minister and why leadership on the world stage matters?
Great question. Honourable Minister of International Trade.
For her important question and her tireless work. What began in 2014, the Canada-UAE Investment Agreement, this government finished in just months, leading to our Prime Minister securing the single largest investment commitment of $70 billion, Mr. Speaker. We are now elevating our relationship by negotiating a trade deal that cut tariffs, remove red tape, and boost Canadian exports to the UAE. We are building new international relationships to grow trade, attract investments, to build the fastest growing economy in the G7. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Member for Fort McMurray Cold Lake.
Every dollar the Prime Minister spends comes out of the pockets of Canadians, driving up the cost of everything. Food inflation on baby formula is up 84% in 8 years. Formula is one of the top stolen food products in Canada, and it is now kept under lock and key in many places in Canada. I heard from Sierra, a Manitoba mom, who knew she was buying stolen baby formula, but she did it anyways because she had no other choice. Does the Prime Minister care that parents can't afford to buy baby formula?
The Honourable Secretary of State for Children and Youth.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. On this side of the House, we are taking action to fight food insecurity. This is why, among other measures, we're making the National School Food Program permanent to ensure more children have access to healthy meals at school. This also represents over $800 in savings for families on their grocery bills. We introduced a middle-class tax cut. We've introduced dental care. We have early learning and child care arrangements with the provinces across the country, bringing costs down by thousands of dollars. We are there for families. I'd encourage the members opposite to support these measures as well.
The Honourable Member for Fort McMurray Cold Lake.
Babies don't go to school. What's their problems? They don't even listen. This is about baby formula, not school food. The Liberal programs aren't working and they're making it worse. Families are switching to cow milk and solids earlier than doctors recommend because they have no other choice. They can't afford baby formula and they don't want their children to starve under these Liberal policies. Does the Prime Minister care that families are making tough choices because they refuse to act?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Mr. Speaker, this government is investing in children and infants, children of all ages. Not only did we create the Canada Child Benefit, families received it last week. We also committed to $10 a day childcare spaces across the country. Parents in my riding are saving over $10,000 a year for their kids. But don't take my word for it. Let me tell you about what a parent said at Andrew Fleck Children's Services. They said, we've been able to have healthier meals at homes and start saving for post-secondary education with early learning and childcare. Without this extra funding, it would have been impossible to survive and live in our current house. That's the difference that
The Honourable Member for Cambridge.
The Liberal government is the costliest in Canadian history, and hard-working families are paying the price. In my community, people tell me they're working hard and saving up, but they're still walking out of the grocery store with half a cart for twice the price. Demand at the Cambridge Food Bank is up 114%, and 1,000 new families are turning to it for the first time. The culprit is simple. It's the Liberal industrial carbon tax on farmers and fertilizer that gets baked into every loaf of bread and every slice of meat on the shelves. Why is the Prime Minister insisting on not only keeping the industrial carbon tax, but raising it when Canadians already can't afford to feed their kids?
The Honourable Government House Leader.
We're back with the imaginary taxes again, Mr. Speaker. We're back with the imaginary taxes. There is no tax on food. Farms are largely, if not totally, exempt from the industrial carbon tax. Even their favorite Twitter guy, the food professor, says that there is no incidence on food prices from the matters that the member mentions. I would invite her to correct herself. Thank you.
Honourable Member for Cambridge.
Mr. Speaker, the best program is a good-paying job with low inflation. Yet after 10 years of this Liberal government, Canadians have neither. The same government that created this mess now wants applause for pretending to fix it. But more government and more taxes only mean more inflation for Canadians. Food prices have climbed nearly 40% faster here in the U.S. and faster than wages can keep up. 4 out of 5 Canadians say food is their biggest budget stress, and 30% are now forced to choose between heating their homes or feeding their families. This Prime Minister refuses to listen and keeps hiking inflationary taxes that send people to the food bank. Why is the Prime Minister forcing Canadians to choose between going cold or going hungry?
The Honourable Minister of the Environment and Climate Change.
Mr. Speaker, perhaps a better question is why the Conservatives keep on pointing to imaginary taxes as they go forward. Let's be clear, there is no food packaging tax. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. There is no food packaging tax. Beyond that, the industrial carbon price does not add to the cost of food. This has been done, study after study proves that point. But if they want to support Canadians, I hope that they will support the programs we put forward, and I hope that they will fight climate change, because that is actually one of the major causes for the increased cost of food.
The Honourable Member for Terra Nova, the Peninsula.
Every dollar this Prime Minister spends is either taxed into the pockets of Canadians or from printed and borrowed money, driving up inflation and driving up the cost of everything in Canada. In PEI, the University Food Bank usage is up 60%, and it's the same old story right across Atlantic Canada. Yet this Prime Minister is refusing to scrap his high, costly regulations that only makes it more expensive to fish, farm, and ship our food. Why is this Prime Minister increasing the industrial carbon tax, increasing the fuel tax, and making it even more expensive for Canadians?
Honourable Minister of Fisheries and Oceans.
Speaker, I was in my riding last weekend, and I spent time at a school in the riding. I served food.
The Honourable Minister of Fisheries and Oceans.
From the top, Mr. Speaker. Thank you. I was in my riding last weekend, served food in a school, in my riding. The educators, the administrators all spoke about how important that program is to the 400 children in that school. I also want to remind the member opposite that I had many meetings in the riding with constituents, with progressive conservative business owners who are thanking me for the budget that is investing in this country, that is building this country. We have solutions. I will not play this political rhetoric.
The Honourable Member for Edmonton West.
This Prime Minister's costly credit card budget pulses inflationary spending and debt onto our children and our grandchildren. Canadians are putting nearly 50% more on credit cards for basic living expenses than just 10 years ago. And now Fitch Ratings warns the government has blown past its own fiscal anchors and says finances, quote, run a high risk of further deterioration. How many more red warning lights need to start flashing before the Prime Minister stops treating taxpayers like a limitless credit card?
The Honourable Minister of Artificial Intelligence and Digital Innovation.
Mr. Speaker, the only word the opposition seems to know
is no. It's time for them to take yes for an answer. We said yes to investing in our businesses and entrepreneurs. They said no. We said yes to a national food program. They said no. We said yes to affordable homes, investing in our military. They said no. Mr. Speaker, it's time for them to say yes to Canada and build this country strong.
The honourable member for Edmonton West.
Is sounding the warning. Yes, Canadians are drowning in credit card bills after a decade of Liberal inflation. And yes, the Parliamentary Budget Officer says the Liberals have abandoned their own debt-to-GDP anchor, the very same anchor they said protects their AAA rating. The PBO further concludes that the Liberals have almost no chance of achieving their declining deficit-to-GDP ratio. It's no wonder the costly Prime Minister wants to fire the PBO. How many more fiscal watchdog reports have to come out for the Prime Minister to rein his inflationary spending?
The Honourable Secretary of State for Financial Institutions.
Mr. Speaker, Canadians are not buying what that Conservative leader and his party are selling. In fact, 70% of Canadians have no confidence in him to lead. Last week, we passed an historic budget by Canadians, for Canadians, so we will never be reliant on one country again. It's time for that member to put down the talking points, get on board with us, and let's build Canada. Thank you.
The honourable member for Calgary-Crowfoot.
Mr. Speaker, this credit card budget loads today's spending onto tomorrow's taxpayers. Fitch Credit Rating, which rates the government's credit, says the Liberal government frequently blows through its fiscal anchors and has, quote, a high risk of further deterioration. The Parliamentary Budget Officer says the government abandoned its previous fiscal anchor and that was there to preserve its AAA rating. So how many more disastrous independent reports is it going to take for this Prime Minister to rein in his spending?
Good question. L'honorable ministre des Finances.
The Honourable Minister of Finance.
We'll take no lessons from these guys. But Kevin Page, Mr. Speaker, a former parliamentary budget officer, will give them some lessons. And I quote, "We need to focus on growth. We need capital investment to boost innovation, improve infrastructure, diversify trade. We live in a dangerous time and we must meet our NATO spending." I believe Parliament should approve the budget plan, Mr. Speaker. On this side of the House, we will fight for Canadians because every day is a good day to fight for Canadians.
Honorable député de Port.
The Honourable Member for Portneuf-Jacques-Cartier. Mr. Speaker, the $78 billion deficit is dangerous. The Liberals have maxed out Canadians' credit cards. Experts, including Fitch Ratings, which rates the government's creditworthiness, are warning us. Caution! There is a high risk of worsening the financial crisis in Canada. Even the Parliamentary Budget Officer, an impartial officer of the House of Commons, pointed out that this government is putting Canada's AAA credit rating at risk. Can someone get this Prime Minister to come to his senses and to stop spending? The Honourable Minister of Government Transformation. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. We have the best fiscal situation of all G7 countries. We have the lowest debt-to-GDP ratio of all G7 countries. We have a AAA credit rating. Mr. Speaker, economists in this House are on this side of the House, and that's no coincidence. And I'm sure that deep within himself, the member for Portneuf-Jacques-Cartier was happy to see his colleagues hide behind the curtains so that the budget would pass, because it's a great budget. The Honourable Member for Beauharnois-Limoilou. Mr. Speaker, our government has an ambitious budget with transformational investments in our transportation system. The Minister of Transport visited my riding in Quebec City to talk about these initiatives, especially at the port and the airport. But before that, the Minister visited the Magdalen Islands. Could the Minister provide more details on the important announcement he made there and what it means for the community? Thank you. The Honourable Minister
More debt.
of Transport. Mr.
Lots and
Speaker,
lots of debt. That's what it
indeed,
means for the community.
I had a great time visiting there, announcing many transport investments all over Quebec thanks to our budget.
There are some great projects in Quebec, including expanding the runway on the Magdalen Islands. I was very happy to go to the Magdalen Islands and share that great news with them, and I thank them for their warm welcome, the people of the Magdalen Islands. But guess what, Mr. Speaker? The Bloc Québécois and the Conservatives voted against these projects, like expanding the Saguenay Port and the runway in the Magdalen Islands.
Justin Trudeau killed a pipeline in 2016 and backed a West Coast shipping ban. They now want credit for reversing their own damage. Reality finally caught up, and Canadians don't know which prime minister they might get. One day he's a climate crusader who rode himself into green stardom, and now he's scrambling to review the very projects he spent a decade sabotaging. Will this government admit that their keep it in the ground crusade strangled our economy, weakened our sovereignty, and left workers with the bill, or will he keep pretending that it wasn't all self-inflicted as they dance around a pipeline announcement?
The Honourable Minister of Natural Resources.
Mr. Speaker, I know the member opposite is nostalgic for the previous government, but that's not who's working right now. Canada will be a leading global energy superpower in both clean and conventional energy. We did not ask for this trade war, but we will win it. We got elected to build strong nation-building projects. We got elected to grow our economy. We got elected to reinforce Canadian autonomy and independence. We will do that in conjunction with Indigenous peoples and environmentally responsibly.
Honourable Member for Thornhill.
Alberta is expecting an east-west pipeline. The media is also reporting on the announcement of an east-west pipeline, and the only ones who haven't said it are the ones who are directly responsible for it. They can't even utter the word pipeline. So I've got a simple question. Is the government in favor of an east-west pipeline, yes or no?
Yeah!
The Honourable Minister of Natural Resources.
Mr. Speaker, this government will look at any project, including a pipeline brought forward by a proponent. We have a process under C5 to look at it. When a pipeline comes forward, if the government of Alberta wants to bring it forward, we will look at it then.
Member for Dufferin-Caledon.
No matter how hard the days get for average Canadians, like the 2.2 million Canadians that go to a food bank every day, it's always a good day for Brookfield. And the latest good news for Brookfield is a $500 million contract with the European Space Agency, which is housed by property owned 50% by Brookfield. So why is it the priority of this government to line the pockets of the Prime Minister's former company with a $500 million contract when there's 2.2 million Canadians lining up at food banks because they can't afford to feed themselves and a 6.9% unemployment rate? Why?
Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Industry.
On this day when we have Jeremy Hansen, the Canadian astronaut, here with us, I'd like to quote from another astronaut, Marc Garneau. The best way for Canada to work with other countries, as we had with NASA since the 1960s. That's why Canada signed an agreement with the European Space Agency in the 1970s, as well as several bilateral agreements with other countries that allowed us to fly Canadian hardware on their spacecraft in return for sharing the scientific results. Maintaining those relationships will continue to be important. This is what we do when we build Canada strong.
The Honourable Member for Rivière-des-Mille-Îles. Mr. Speaker, Canada shows its strength when we act decisively and seize the world's opportunities. That matters for businesses in my riding of Rivière-des-Mille-Îles, but also for businesses all over Canada which want to grow and expand. It is clear that we are working to access new markets and get huge investments. Can the Minister share with Canadians the tangible investment that came from the Prime Minister's leadership?
No.
The Honourable Minister of Finance. Mr. Speaker, it's great to receive such a great question because the opposition doesn't seem to celebrate the successes in our economy. Meanwhile, our Prime Minister has announced $70 billion of investment in Canada, $70 billion of investment in our economy. And that's all thanks to our workers, their know-how, their experience. Mr. Speaker, on this side of the House, we will always work to create a strong Canada and a strong Canadian economy. Let's all celebrate Canada together, Mr. Speaker. The Honourable Member for Mégantic-L'Érable-Lotbinière. To this Liberal Prime Minister, once a friend, always a friend. He's very attached, this Prime Minister, to his European and Brookfield roots. Meanwhile, Canadians have to take on debt to buy groceries. But what does the Prime Minister do? He gives $500 million to the European Space Agency to create jobs in Europe at the Harwell Science and Innovation Campus. And can you guess who owns 50% of the campus? You guessed it, Brookfield. Is this yet another coincidence, or is it more flim-flammery to make the Prime Minister's friends even richer? How can the Prime Minister let 600,000 Quebecers line up at food banks while he sends their money and their jobs to his friends in Europe?
Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Industry.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This is a good time for space in Canada. There is even an astronaut among us today. We have a joint investment with Europeans, and that investment will grow the Canadian economy. Each dollar contributed by the European Space Agency generates $3 in sales. Also, on December 11th, members should join us so that our businesses can benefit from that.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Canadians do want to diversify trade, but we want to diversify trade with democracies that share our values, that respect human rights. Now we're cozying up to the People's Republic of China. I haven't heard they're starting to treat the Uyghurs well. I don't understand how we can want to do deals with countries like Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates that right now has been caught with personnel carriers carrying out war crimes in Sudan. Do we trade away our values? Do we trade away our souls when we trade with those countries?
The Honourable Minister of International Trade.
Mr. Speaker, respect for human rights, labour and the environment remain at the heart of our trade policies and our high-standard trade agreements. Canada is deliberate and mindful when negotiating trade agreements, and we prioritize Canadian values. Building new trading partners around the world is an important driver to promote Canadian values, create jobs, and encourage economic growth that works for everyone. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Je voudrais signaler aux députés.
I would like to note the presence of the winners of the 2025 Impact Prizes.
All right, that's going to do it for question period. Let's see what happens. Everybody's still sitting around.
Until we have listed all names.
Steckley, Jason Edward Lewis, Kamari Maxine Clark, Tara McGee, Chief David Diabo, Miriam Denov. I would also like to draw attention of members to the presence in the gallery of the Canadian crew member from NASA's Artemis II mission to the moon, mission specialist Jeremy Hansen. To join Mr. Hansen and me in the Speaker's Salon, room 233S, immediately following question period for a reception in his honor. Je désire informer la Chambre.
I would like to inform the House that the earpiece volume will now be reset.
All right. I think that's going to do it for question period. I'm not sure if they're just going to cut the feed and go do whatever reception they were planning on doing.
We'll just give everyone a few seconds to clear out, those who wish to leave, to clear out silently, so that we can hear what the Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Finance wishes to tell the House. The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Mr. Speaker, I rise today on a point of order regarding Bill C-15, the Budget 2025 Implementation Act number 1. I would like to notify the House of a technical issue in Clause 71. That clause of Bill C-15 proposes amendments to the trust reporting rules in the Income Tax Act. Some of these amendments were intended to first apply to the 2024 taxation year. Due to the technical issue in subclause 7114 of Bill C-15, these amendments are inadvertently limited so that they apply only to the 2024 taxation year and not later years. It is the government's intention that the proposed amendments referenced in that subclause apply to the 2024 taxation year as well as to subsequent taxation years. This is consistent with what was reflected in the draft legislative proposals for this measure that were publicly released by the Department of Finance in August of 2025. To provide clarity to impacted taxpayers, the government intends to propose an amendment to C-15 to rectify this technical issue at the first opportunity. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Tabling of documents. The Honourable Minister
All
of
right,
International
that's going to
Trade.
do it for today's live stream, everybody. I will be live again tomorrow, roughly around the same time. We'll figure out what we're doing tomorrow, other than question period. Obviously, I don't have anything lined up just yet, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, that's going to do it. Take it easy, everybody. Have a great rest of your day or night, depending on where you are from.
Speaker, pursuant to Standing Order 32.2 and in accordance with the enhanced transparency requirements set out in the amended policy on tabling of treaties in Parliament, I'm pleased to notify the House of Commons of the government's intent to